You're watching The Sports Objective, the podcast for Pirates.
You're listening to Martin County Football on The Sports Objective. Tune in all season long as play-by-play voice Dave Richmond and former Williamston High School head coach and Eastern North Carolina legend Harold Robertson bring you all the action. Send us your comments throughout the game on YouTube and Facebook. Follow us on social media at The Sports OBJ on X, at The Sports Objective on Instagram and TikTok. Like and follow our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now let's go out to the stadium. Here's the voice of Martin County Football, Dave Richmond.
Welcome into Friday Night Lights. It's Martin County Football as we have the last game of the regular season. Kind of an odd situation as we're here at Riverside High School in Williamston, but technically it's an away game because the Bertie Falcons don't have a field. Let's bring in now North Carolina High School Athletic Association Hall of Famer Coach Harold Robinson. Coach Howard, good to have you back. I know you had a reunion to go to last week.
That was great.
You had a lot of fun?
Yeah, that was great.
What happens at the reunion stays at the reunion, so I won't ask you any questions, Coach. But Coach, we're 4-5 here on the season. Last regular season game, 5, and if we win tonight against Bertie, we'll be 5-5. I'm hearing that that what I suspected. I hadn't had a chance to talk to you before the game, but it looks like we're going to get a game next week home. We'll have to wait and see how. You got to win this one tonight. You can't overlook this one. But if Martin County Football wins tonight, looks like we'll be hosting a game here next week. We'll see how that all plays out. And it's crazy because you and I were talking about before we went on the air that technically we're going to be playing next week in the playoffs all the way through a 2A. I understand that's what Q Tucker said to us, is that we're going to play 2A for the playoffs. It's kind of crazy. I understand with the two schools coming together for athletics that it puts us into 2A, but I just want to get your thoughts on that. Do you think?
No, they should be playing 1A
until the next time when there's realignment, right?
Realignment occurs every September. 10 days of the enrollment.
Okay.
And the first 10 days of an enrollment it indicates whether you're 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A.
Right.
And I don't know. I don't think it's fair to these kids.
Because you've been playing 1A competition all year.
Yeah. You played 1A competition, and you're going to bring a school in a higher classification.
Yeah, next week. So we'll see how that all plays out. I just wanted to bring that up to folks listening, wherever you're listening. If it's home, you're on the road, we appreciate you tuning in tonight on Facebook Live or on your YouTube channel or our YouTube channel for the Sports Objective. Thanks for listening to Martin County Football here on the TSO Network. Our very own Bubba Rosenbaum is in the TS studios, and we have our good friend Sir Charles Smith is on site tonight, our engineer, and he got us on the air, Coach. And he, by the way, he's been working really hard with this wonderful technology called My Laptop, and he's made some improvements on it because, you know, we were telling you, like, this, the setup that we have is high technology. We paid a lot of money for it. But, you know, technology is only great when it works. So we do have it working. We kind of feel lost when you're not here, so you're back. So I think we got everything. Yeah. The machine's going to work perfect tonight. We have about 15 more minutes before we start this great game. And, Coach, I know, Coach, you talked to Coach McGill. Really proud of Coach McGill. I know it was a tough situation with Coach Chartain with health reasons having to leave. But he's got these guys, Charles and I were talking about, he's got these guys fired up. And it looks like there's a lot of energy on this team that we are, in the last couple of weeks, we're starting to see.
You got to tip your hats off to Sean McGill. And stepping out of his role at the county office and stepping on the football coaching is unbelievable.
In the middle of the season, that's just not something that happens. So I want to give a shout out to Coach McGill. I know he's been working hard with his team, and he's got this team playing really hard. Coach, fired up. We talked about there's a lot of talent on this team. And look, Coach, you look at the rec team right now. We got, by the way, for those listening in the Williamston area, tomorrow we've got a whole bunch of makeup games that rained early in September. The makeup game is tomorrow all day long. The 8U, not only have they not lost, Coach, they still have not had a single point scored on them all year long. So it's all the way down to 8U. My son's team is young. He's one of only 3 10-year-olds on the 10U team. But there's a lot of talent on that team. They've just got to get up to the level now.
Getting back to Seam.
Yep.
He told me he didn't know a single name until the last week.
Wow.
There's kids he's coached that are on the varsity. He didn't know but one name last week.
Wow. And so he's learning all the players' names. And I tell you what, another thing to be proud of is we're building this program back up. COVID really hurt high school sports, as you know, Coach. And tell everybody again, it was over 100 kids when we were coming along, I believe, off the top of my head, to dress out each and every week. And I tell you one thing, I guess I was one of the crazies because I was not on the football team. If I could go back in time, I tell people all the time I would play for you, because Coach tried to recruit me in 10th and 11th grade to come out. He asked me, and I was working, I was doing a lot of stuff, but I don't want to make it about me. But between the high school football team and that band, our band with Mike Stevens, the two of y'all, both programs had over 100 kids in it.
Yeah.
That was about a quarter, about not quite half the school, but it was about 40% of the school. You were either playing football, cheerleader, or the band.
Mike did a great job, and he had 175.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that many. It was a lot. It was bigger. And now, Charles, you were not here. He's class of 88, Coach. We've adopted him. But if you were here during our heyday when we were here, the whole field was the band. And Coach Stevens was a musical genius, and he knew, all the instruments and all that. But when you look at that field right now, it was just beautiful to see that green and white, those uniforms. I can see them in my head right now. And then you see along this sideline right here, from the 20s, 20 to 20, you see players. Then you see Coach with a headset and all the great coaches that were in the coaching tree with Coach Robinson over the years, Herbie Rogers and Mike Perrell. I could go on and on and on. Steve Gilmore helped you out, even though I know he was basketball, but he still helped you out.
Yeah.
Football,
Steve,
Herbie Rogers.
He was the best I've ever had. Jim Bob. Long.
Yeah, TJ Long.
Hank Tice. He took it over when I left and went to East Carolina.
That's right. Think a lot of Hank. As you know, he's a great guy, and appreciate all he's doing for the baseball program here and every aspect of the baseball program. But a lot of great history here. That's what I was telling some new people to town. When the very first football game I went was in 1985, when you guys were playing the fall of 85. You were still playing behind the old KFC.
Yeah.
And do you know who brought us to my dad and I, to the first game?
No.
Our next door neighbor was Ed Farnell. And Coach, being the retired principal, at that time he'd only been out of being the principal for 5 years. He said, "You got to come," and he said, "I don't want to tell you. I just want you to experience the high school football program that Harold Robinson had." He was bragging about you, and then we went there. It was a great time, and I've been hooked on high school football because of you and because of Harold
Farnell was the best of the best. He told me that I'm going to see to it that you get this job. And I'm going to give you 1 year to fall on your face and play or be successful. And he gave me 1 year, and
it worked out, or you wouldn't have been here for 31 years.
Yeah.
How about that? 31 years, Charles.
That's unbelievable.
And 14 years at East Carolina. He coached at East Carolina and Williamston. And
that's why he's Hall of Famer.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And that's why we wanted to. It's a dream come true to have Coach on with us every week. And I tell you what, with when you have the likes of Coach McGill and you got this talent here, I know that we have to move up to 2A, which we just talked about if you're just joining us, which is kind of crazy. But I don't understand that, and I don't want to sound negative, because I absolutely love the North Carolina High School Athletic Association, unlike the state legislature. But that's a whole nother show, as they say, Coach. But I didn't understand that decision. But anyway, it is what it is. And you know what? I learned from you a long time ago. Coach, you know why I love Coach? Because Coach is like, if we have to suit up in the parking lot of a grocery store, we're going to play the game. He's a competitor. So we will take whatever challenge we get. And, you know, he used to pride himself by beating higher classifications, Charles, all the time.
We opened up with Northeastern.
4A. They were 4A, weren't they?
Yeah.
And we were 2A and they were 4A.
Greenville Rose.
Yep.
Tarboro. And we never lost to Tarboro.
Yeah, we have what Coach Craddock has done at Tarboro has been amazing. And, you know, that's the thing we were talking about is it's unfortunate with all the stuff going on this year.
Jim Brett has done a good job.
Yep. All right, as we hear. All right.
These are refs.
The refs tonight, well, let's do our back judge is David Cutler. Our line judge, Courtney Williams. The head linesman is Johnny Joyner. Umpire Gene Porter, and our referee tonight is Jim Furrow. So appreciate.
I think Jim's from Columbia.
I'm waiting on it.
All right. And we'll get our update on the chain gang for this week. I'm sure Mitchell Griffin, that you know very well, will be moving those chains for Martin County football tonight. And we'll get that. We're getting ready to have the captains for Martin County. And for Bertie, we're getting ready to have the coin toss. Are you going to defer, or are you going to take the ball here, Coach? What do you like to do?
I'm going to take the ball.
Go ahead and get up early, right? You go ahead and you want to score first.
And we always took the ball. And East Carolina, when they had Lincoln Riley, always took the ball.
Captains tonight, Gerald Pippins, number 50, number 1, Tavon Lee. 65 is Justin Webb, and 70, looks like 75 is Jamichael Joyner. Those are our captains tonight, Coach, for Martin County football. And again, if you're just joining us 4-5 on the year, this is the last regular season game. It is technically here at Williamston, Riverside High School, but because Bertie doesn't have a field, we're instead of being an away game, we're playing the game here. So we're trying to do our very best, but at the end of the day, it's going to be two teams playing on the gridiron. It'll be the same difference. But just wanted to make everybody aware of what's going on. And hopefully they can I haven't heard, but hopefully they can get their field in good shape. They've been playing their home games at South Creek this year. Martin County schools have allowed them to play at South Creek, which I thought was pretty nice, Bertie, this year. Their home games are the field's messed up at Bertie, so they had to move their home games to South Creek. And we're playing most of our games, obviously, here. So,
and they play the junior high games at South Creek.
They have played some there, and they played here. In fact, coached 19-0. The middle school won again. 3 straight seasons undefeated. Coach Lloyd, huge fan of his. He's a great guy on the field, but I tell you what, you love him. I don't know if you know him, Coach.
No.
But he actually is molding these young men. A very big Christian. I know you're big with FCA. We talked about that many times. But he is really molding these young men and a great role model. He doesn't mind being a role model.
Yeah.
For these kids, these young men, and
well, they need help. Every kid has a problem.
Okay, so looks like Bertie is going to be kicking from left to right. So we did win the toss, apparently, or they
deferred.
They deferred, I guess. So looking forward to this game. In fact, Coach, it's hard to believe we're in the end of the regular season.
Oh my gosh!
And we're already here, and I can't believe we're talking about the top of the show, talking about playoffs.
Yeah.
It's that just like that. Snap your fingers. It seems like it's the middle of August right now. You and I were, Charles. We were over in North Pitt. We'll see what we've got here. A couple minutes before kickoff. Want to give a shout out. You see your buddy Old Holiday.
Mark.
He's here. And by the way, in the next couple weeks, we'll talk about it off the air, but the next couple weeks, we're going to have a book signing at Porky's.
Right.
So looking forward to that, Coach. And hopefully it'll be the Saturday after I can tell you that I've won as commissioner. So we're looking at November 11th.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you more.
Good luck on that kind of condition. You deserve it.
Thank you so much.
You do so much for kids, David. And they don't know how much you do for them. But the independent and you know, you don't know how much you help with these kids.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Coach. It means a lot coming from you, especially when we got I think we have, as I told you, we're a great sports town. You've been here many years. We got a great superintendent. I love Coach McGill. You know, I told you about the rec department, and I've got 2 kids that are 10 and 9 at EJ Hayes with Alex and McKenzie. They're coming up. So the next, obviously, even beyond them, I'm going to be pro my home.
Yeah.
And another thing, Coach, is this, you and Alan Osborne, Oz is on the Lisa Davis, Coach Burrell, Coach Gilmore. There's so many people here, so many teachers and coaches that I would have to think that shaped me and molded me. So what I'm doing is I'm teaching my daughter and son to pay it forward. I'm giving back to my community, not being corny, but that's truly how I feel, because I wouldn't be who I am if it were not for my parents, my great sister, and this community.
You know, I was over at the deaf school hearing it, and you called me up.
Yeah.
Skip came over the next year.
Yeah, you helped me out big time. We worked really hard with that athletic program, and people like you is who helped me out, because the late great Jeff Charles, he helped me out.
Yeah.
We did a motorcycle run 2 years. He helped me raise money there. We sold Coach Leonard Baker. He was responsible selling Christmas trees. But I learned we raised $26,000 for the basketball tournament, the Mason-Dixon tournament. That was big. This is the biggest basketball tournament in the Southeast for deaf kids. All right, so Bertie is kicking off left to right. We're getting ready to kick off this game. Coach, last game of the regular season is almost underway. Waiting for there's that whistle. And we are underway. They try to do a onside kick, and it looks like we're on it.
We're on it.
Yep. Martin County football with excellent field position, coach, at about the 47 of Martin County. So I know that was maybe their intent to go ahead and get that live ball and surprise them, but Coach McGill has obviously guys with great hands on that kickoff team. That's what you always want. All right, chain gang for tonight is Mitchell Griffin, Darren Hoggard, Mike Drew, Walter Wheeler, and Wade Griffin. So
Walter Wheeler. Walter Wheeler. He played on the 8-14.
I love Coach Wheeler. He's great. He's Coach Alex in baseball, my son. All right, the direct snap, and it is, wow, a lot of yardage there, Coach. Looks like we've got the first down. No, I beg your pardon. We're about a yard or two short.
Yeah.
All right.
Bertie.
Nine yards.
Bertie used to have tremendous athletes.
Their direct snap once again, and he's still going. Is that Shepard? I mean, it was right up the middle, Coach. This our offensive line is getting a big push. Yeah, there was Shepard, a direct snap to Shepard. Coach, he ran right up the middle. Beautiful run. 11-19 early in the first quarter. No score here with Bertie and Martin County as they're lining back up to the line of scrimmage. And if you can't stop it, they're just going to keep it going, right? If you're Coach McGill, you don't have to do anything fancy. And there it is, run once again. And it's still running. And he's going to be down about the 9-yard line. Yep. Coach, what's your impression so far? It looks like just a few plays and we're already down at the 9-yard line.
I would run it right up the gut.
It's working, so why change it? It's, as I've heard for many years, Coach, it's the defensive responsibility to stop you.
Yeah.
So if they're not going to stop you, then we don't even have to worry about showing them anything but Shepard the whole night.
Well,
or the athletes.
Looks like the offensive line is doing a good job.
Yeah. Something, Coach, I want to ask you that Charles pointed out. We were watching warm-ups literally right before you got here, is the size difference between not only numbers, but the size difference between Martin County and Bertie. Is that a factor in them being able to do whatever they want?
Yeah, it's a factor.
Down to the 9-yard line as Martin County gets back to the line of scrimmage. There's Shepard with the ball, a direct snap, and he moves over to his right. He has a chance. He's in. Touchdown, Martin County. As we told you, Coach, right before we came on, he's, I believe, the first 1,000-yard rusher for Martin County football. And I want to be clear, for Williamston High School, we had 1,000-yard rushers, but the first for Martin County football.
Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking back, Butch Davis, Larry Brown, Walter Wheeler, those guys, Antonio Tillman.
Yep.
And DeBrian Hudgens.
Oh, yeah. It's up, and it is no good. No good. The extra point is no good, Coach. 6-0 for Martin County football. 10:48 left to go. If you're just joining us, Shepard, that we call that name a lot, but Jaquavion Shepard, again, Coach, what a great athlete. And one of the things we talked about is not only, I told you, Coach told me many years ago, you can't coach speed. And then the other thing is these kids are young and doing very well. And we've got a lot of these kids are like 9th and 10th grade.
Yeah, same. Coach McGill told me he didn't know but one kid that knew him, and he took over in the middle of the year.
They're playing with a lot more. They're more aggressive.
Yeah,
They're playing with a lot of energy, enthusiasm, and I feel bad for Coach Sartain. His health issues, he had to resign. But tip your hat to Coach McGill, who cares about obviously coaching here for many years.
yeah.
Martin County Athletic Director. He says, "Hey, I'll take over," and these guys have really responded to him, Coach.
Yeah,
I'm really happy to see that, because you and I know how good of a coach he is, but you don't know how the players are going to respond in the middle of the season with a coaching change. It was unfortunate, but again, due to health reasons. All right, as we have Quali Bassnight is getting ready to kick off, Coach. 10:48 left to go, early in the first quarter, and the kick, it's a line drive kick. Oh, and he touched it, and he's going all the way back to the 25-yard line. So they'll take over. Bertie, the Falcons, taking over, first down and 10 at the 25. While we have a chance here, Coach, any great rivalry games, or Bertie? I know it was big in football with you guys.
That was big.
Yeah.
Tarboro, Roanoke High School,
Plymouth.
and, Plymouth. Oh gosh,
A lot of great football back in the day. I don't want to sound like a
Edenton, Oski.
Yeah. I know. Sir Charles Smith is looking at me like I'm a grandpa now, but we did have a great football, and we have it now. First down and 10 as a quarterback shotgun formation, handoff quickly to the tailback, and he is at the 20, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, or 1 yard maybe. So we have second down and 10 or second down and 9. We'll see what they spot the ball. I think they gave him 1 yard, 2 yards. Okay, second down and 8. 10-18 left to go in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, Martin County scored first on a Jaquavion Shepherd run. Missed the extra point. It's 6-0. All right, that pass out to the side there. But Martin County, there's a lot of white shirts. Coach, what's Bertie, do you think they're going to try to do here tonight?
I would. They tried to run, and they tried to pass, and they have tremendous athletes. And
always have, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to respect Bertie. They've got tremendous talent. Third down and 13, by the way. Got trips to the right, a single wide receiver to the. And he was sacked? No. I thought he was sacked. Maybe that was a good fake on.
Yeah, it was a good.
So the run was all the way on that left side. I apologize for that. I thought it was a sack, but actually it was a great fake. Faked me out, and the back actually ran all the way down to, is that the 39-yard line of Bertie. Snap back, and there's a flag, and false start. False start against Bertie, 5-yard penalty. So that'll repeat first down and 15. Coach, last week, Charles was in your chair. You never replace a legend, but we were always laughing every time there was a silly penalty. He looked at me and said, "You know what Coach will be doing?" I said, "Yeah, he'll be shaking his head and saying, David." All right, and the pass, he got it. It's complete.
Pick up
of a few yards. Second down and, I beg your pardon, Coach. Second down and 9 coming up. 8:35 in the first quarter. Martin County football 6 and Bertie nothing. The Falcons are driving though, as we have triplets to the right. Handoff right up the middle and 2-yard gain. So it looks like a long third down, Coach. Third down and 7, I believe, coming up for the Falcons.
It's the big third down on the initial drive.
All right, third down is 7, 8:04 in the first quarter. Martin County 6, Bertie nothing. But they're getting close to marching down the field here, getting closer to midfield, as a matter of fact. All right, the snap, and it's a pass. Double coverage. Out of bounds at the, is that 49-yard line?
48.
48.
49.
They got the first down, so move those chains. 7:45 to go in the first quarter. There you go. So, all right. They've set the ball. Clock is moving. 7:35 to go in the first quarter. You got Twins to the right. And again, flag on the play. Legal motion on Bertie, coach. 5-yard penalty. So all of a sudden you have a nice play where you get the first down, and then you have the penalty. So it's going to be first down and 15. You just can't have those penalties, especially, coach.
No.
Game number 10, the last game of the regular season. I can understand game number 1, you're kind of nervous or whatever, but this is game number 10 of the regular season, the last one. All right, snap coming, and it's going to be a pass. Short pass off to the left side. He's got plenty of daylight. He cuts back to the right, cuts back to the left, and the right again, and they've got him all the way down to the 33-yard line of Martin County.
Trips and double coverage on the trips, and they flared it back to the
left side.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to do hurry-up offense, 7:10 to go. They think they have Martin County on the heel. Snap. Twins to the left, but they pass another short pass to like the running back. And they got about 6 yards, coach, looks like, on first down. So you're looking at about a manageable 2nd and 4. Coming up, 6:49 to go in the first quarter if you're just joining us. 6-0 Martin County, but boy, Bertie is storming down the field. Look out for the Falcons. They'll say 2nd and 5 coming up. So they got half of that yardage on first down. And here you are. You've got the shotgun formation. Twins to the left. They're going this time move it to the right side. Martin County did a little bit better, but they got a block, and he's all the way down. And touchdown.
He scored.
Bertie. And if you thought Bertie was going to come here and not participate, you don't know about Martin County football and Bertie's history. This is going to be a nail biter. I just have a feeling, coach. 6:20 left to go in the first quarter, and they are going. Looks like they're going to go. Let's see. They're going to go for 2.
They're going to go for 2.
2-point conversion with Twins to the left. And looking, and no, they hand it off, but they're not going to get it. So they're short. So it's a tie ball game, 6 apiece. Bertie did what they had to do, coach.
Yeah.
They answered. Now let's see what Martin County is going to do. 6:20 left to go. 6 apiece.
I haven't seen a kicker that we used to practice Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That's why Trey Maynard. He was as good as he was. And
he was automatic, coach.
We kicked in the gym at night, and we long snap.
Well, that's why you had the success you had here, coach, and a lot of playoff appearances and 2 state titles, 95 and 99. And 6:20 left to go, by the way, as we move left to right. Bertie is kicking left to right. Martin County is getting ready to receive. All right. Here's the.
Starting back over, we have Bertie kicking off. Martin County receiving.
All right, now we have 2 deep, coach, for Martin County. Referee blows the whistle, and we're getting ready to have this kickoff. And And no, it's like a little swift kick. Martin County's running, and it's all the way back to the 44-yard line. Anthony Killebrew, another one of the great athletes, coach. We talk about number 7, 10th grade. So a sophomore. So when you look at these kids and you've got 3 years where you haven't lost a game, and you've got the rec department that's doing a tremendous job with flag football all the way up, has at least 20, coach, and every single division age group. There's good things that are coming. If you're a coach and you want a job, then you need to apply to Martin County, because you can win a state championship in a couple years with these kids. I'm telling you. All right, Martin County with the ball, man in motion. Tavon Lee is in motion, and let's see, looks like it's going to be a flag. There's a flag on the play. And then it looks like maybe a horse collar.
I don't know.
Let's see what the line judge, Courtney Williams, she actually threw the flag at the end of the play, but it looks like it was one on us and maybe one on them. So they're sorting out right now. We'll see what the referee, Jim Furrow, says, coach. All right, here's the call. You have a false start against Martin County, and after the play, unsportsmanlike against Bertie. That's the flag we were talking about with the line judge.
Yeah.
With Courtney Williams as the line judge. Jim Furrow says so.
They ought to mark it back
5 yards and then up 10, right? All right, 6:11 left to go, a tie score. Bertie just scored on their first drive. We scored on our first drive, and it's the second drive of the game. And we've got the ball at the 47 of Bertie, the Falcons. All right, so we're looking. All right, there we go. We're getting ready to start it again. You got trips to the left and the right. Man in motion. Tavon Lee is in motion. Fake handoff, but Bass Knight had nothing there, coach, the quarterback for Martin County.
I would run the option.
Yeah.
With its speed in the backfield.
I can see Coach right. Coach, you can come back. Tell everybody to bring Harold Robinson back. I know you're right. Wife Tracy may not like that, but I love to win, and Coach won a lot of games. That's why I love our high school football team so much. 5:40 to go. Man in motion, Tavon Lee. Bass Knight back to pass, and it's caught. What a pass by Bass Knight.
He can throw the ball now. He can.
Wow. Anthony Killebrew, we talked about that number too. I'm telling you, Coach, I know you had a lot of talent.
Any coach, young coach, that can put up with no assistance, they got a chance.
This is crazy. Crazy good is what I mean by that. A lot of great talent on this team. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Handoff. Is that Shepard? I believe it is. A cutback.
The NIL will stop football as we know it.
Yeah, now high school you can get paid. So our booster club could essentially give money to these players, right? I'm having to learn.
NIL is college.
Yeah.
And
they passed it. The North Carolina High School Athletic Association, we'll talk about that in just a second. All right, Tavon Lee in motion. Keeper there for Bass Knight. He's running up, and he's got the first down.
At the 8-yard.
Quarterback keeper at the 8-yard line. What I was going to say, Coach, it was crazy because back in the summertime, the High School Athletic Association passed the bill in their body, if you will, for the association for NIL. But then the state legislature came in and put a halt to it. So here we go. Bass Knight hands off to Shepard. He got a couple there. Looks like 2nd and goal coming up, Coach. And how does that change the game as far as high school? We know about college, but
gosh.
is that for those of us that know how big?
David, you don't even want to know.
Okay. You've been around the sport a long time. We know that funny business has been going on for many, many years, but now you just opened up. I thought about you earlier today when thinking about NIL and this situation. You're opening up a Pandora's box, in my opinion. I don't want to. Yeah. This is not an opinion show, but I feel like with high school, it's
crazy.
For example, you can if Mark Holiday can sponsor every single one of these kids and give them a whole bunch of money, and it's legal now.
Yeah,
I know there's some stipulations, but it's just crazy to think that we have a lot of great people in this town and county that all of us could sponsor a player. I'll give you $500 or $1,000 for the season, and it's complete. How is that legal? It's just
no one knows what Caleb Williams at Southern Cal.
Yeah. Millions.
He's getting 2.2
million.
2.2 million over a 2-year period.
Wow.
God.
That's before NFL.
Yeah. That's before the NFL.
And some of these college programs are more successful than that's what I was going to ask you, Coach, with NIL with college. If I'm at Alabama and they're giving me a lot of money, why would I go to a team that's losing all the time? I'd stay at Alabama and take the NIL. All right, handoff, direct snap to Bass Knight, and he is in there. Touchdown, Martin County Football. Quali Bass Knight there. Hey, I can see it right now. Coach looks like he's getting ready to take off the headsets here and go down to the field because this team has got so much potential and speed. Man, you could win a couple of titles with these kids. I'm not lying.
Yeah, if you could get an offensive line and a defensive line.
You're loaded at skill positions, Coach. Loaded. All right, the extra point coming. And the kick is up. And we got a flag on the play. There's offsides. They're saying, I think it's offsides on Bertie, Coach. Let's see.
I would
go for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I would run it at.
Because you'll have it at about 3 or 4?
You got 1.5.
1.5, okay. No, it's against us.
Against us.
All right. Illegal formation against Martin County Football. Three minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, you have a Bass Knight touchdown. He kept the ball, the quarterback keep, and now we had a legal formation, 5-yard penalty. I would go for it now, wouldn't you?
I would.
2-point?
Yeah. No, go for it.
He's going to throw it, and the Bertie player knocked it down. So no 2-point conversion, no good, Coach.
I could take these kids and beat Tarver.
Wow. Well, please come back, Coach. I love everything about the Vikings. Look, you have to tip your hat. They're a great program down the road on Highway 64 in Tarboro, but I'm telling you, the man to my right is, hey, if nothing else, you could be an analyst, Coach.
Yeah.
I will pay. Hey, we could pay you now to be an analyst.
Yeah.
Do you have your, Charles, do you have that suitcase ready to go, money for Coach?
Hey, got it ready, man.
You got it ready?
Back. It's in the back.
In the back?
Oh, yeah, it's in the back.
It's in the back of his bed. So, Tracy, if you're listening, that kitchen remodel you want? Charles has got the kitchen remodel for you, Tracy. If you'll,
I could take this group, and
he's already got the contractors lined up, Tracy. If you'll let Coach coach.
I never had this much speed.
And that's saying, and Coach, that's saying a lot.
Yeah,
you had a lot of speed. All right. Martin County kicks a sweep kick, and that is on the ground to the 25. He's back to the 30, cuts back a little bit, and nice tackle there about the 32-yard line, looks like, of Bertie. But you're right, Coach. I've been following this since 1985, and there's been a ton of great players. We could spend hours just rattling off names that from the past. And you're right. When we came for the first game together, you looked at me, you said, David. And you were talking about the speed of these guys. And you think they're playing like seniors and they're just sophomores. Yeah. That's what's impressive to me.
With the Derek Jacksons and the Lance Gainers. And, oh, gosh. And the Brian Hudgens.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you to make a Harold Robinson team because you had so many players that wouldn't be fair. Great players, not good players. Pernell Griffin on defense. Oh, sack. There was about 4 white jerseys there. Sack. I guess they get a quarter of a sack there. 4 white jerseys took down that quarterback for Bertie. It's 12-6, 2 minutes and 44 seconds. If you're just joining us, 2 touchdowns for Martin County, one by Jaquavion Shepard early in the game, and the second drive, a quarterback keep from Quali Bass-Knight. Bass-Knight, another, like we talked about, if we stop this, then it's kind of like plumbing. You fix one problem and you create another one, Coach.
Yeah.
With this team, you just you can't go just because you got Tavon Lee, you got Bass-Knight, Killebrew, Shepard. You got those 4 alone right there, Coach. You could coach a state championship.
You could coach
or multiple ones.
Any young coach that's out there that's an offensive minded.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I tell you what, the 3 of us are going to be together for a long time, and we would like. Coach said he wants another ring, so this time as an announcer, right, Coach? That will be a new thing for you.
Yeah.
And I tell you, what will be awesome, Coach, is if this group right here, you and I, we could all work together on like a diary of all the games, and keep up and write a book. And when they win the championship, and then I'll put all my money back towards the sports club. I'm not looking for. I know you might want to keep the money, Coach, but I would give it all to the sports club.
Championship.
I mean, this group right here, I'm going to tell you something right now. We can get, Coach, if we can get a guy that will be like a Harold Robinson, you don't replace legends, but a guy that will stay here a long time. You've got a lot of guys that are coming up, like my son. There's a lot of great athletes that are coming up that we could be good for a really long time.
This is unusual.
Oh, look at this formation, Coach. It's quads. Is that quads? You get 4 receivers, and he's under pressure. He throws the ball, and it's incomplete, well short of the receiver on that way side of the Bertie sideline. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 3rd down and Washington, or maybe Chocowinity. It's a long 3rd down. 3rd down and 18 coming up.
Yep.
Our very own, our good friend Mike Bennett, PA announcer. That's the thing. You got a lot of guys, men and women behind the scenes, Coach, that do such a great. Frankie, that was on your staff. Mark Holliday, we talked about. I see our good friend Dean McCall from Roanoke Therapy Services. Volunteer. He doesn't get paid. All right, there's a throw. Is that going to be intentional grounding? It's picked off. So what happened is the quarterback was under pressure. I thought it might be intentional grounding where he just threw it up. He threw that up in the air.
Yeah. He threw it up
J.J. Moore, number 8. He's the linebacker, Coach, a junior. Oh, I mean, that was a dead duck. That ball should have never been thrown, Coach. It was way up in the air, and you knew there was a chance that could be picked off, and it was.
He threw, You just tried
He tried to, and that's the thing I tell my son and daughter all the time, Coach. Don't try to make something happen. You let the game come to you, no matter what sport it is, right?
Don't throw it. Never throw a long pass short or a short pass long.
Great advice.
And
all right, and the handoff to Shepard, but Bertie was all over that. There was 3 blue shirts there. And 1:35 left to go in the first quarter. Second down, and they're going to say 10, Coach.
there's not a prettier place to play.
You know, this is Charles, this is the house that Harold built. Love to be here each and every week with you. Tavon Lee is in motion, and they're going to stop that again. Another flag. If you were here with us, Coach is shaking his head. If you're joining us and you're listening on Facebook Live or on YouTube, make sure you put your comments in the comments section. We'd love to say hello to you. I know, Coach, there's been many players that over the years for you that are Facebook friends with me and also friends on the Sports Objective. So
my wife and listens to us.
She does?
Yeah.
Hello, Tracy.
Yeah.
Don't forget about that. That Charles has got that money ready for that new kitchen remodel. If you let Coach again.
It's sitting right there in the bed of the truck.
All right. He's got that big suitcase.
Yeah.
But thank you, Tracy, for allowing us to be with Coach each and every week. All right, the handoff there is to looks like Shepard.
God.
And he just blows right through. Man, that's just amazing. It looks like he's shot right out of a cannon. He's so fast, Coach. How do you stop that if you're on the defense? The best you
got
can.
To stop it with the defensive line. And Bertie, Martin County's offensive line is blowing them off.
Yeah.
The ball.
45 seconds left in the first quarter. The Shepard again. And it looks like, let's see. He's down to is that 15? As you hear the band playing the Sports Center theme. I'll tell you what, Coach, as we're running out of time here, the first quarter, we'll get one more play. Shepard might be a kid you see highlights on on Sports Center. He's that talented. He's not the only one. That's a good thing about this team. All right, 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Direct snap. And pretty much back to the line of scrimmage as that'll end the first quarter. 12 for Martin County, 6 for Bertie. You're listening to Martin County Football here on the Sports Objective.
They got the cheerleaders and the band and they got numbers.
It's growing, Coach. Coach Robert Williams says hello. And we have here, as we have a timeout, but we'll keep it here. By the way, go to Porky's Backyard Barbecue each and every Saturday as they have breakfast. In a couple weeks, we'll have Coach, and we'll let you guys know.
My book.
And we'll talk about the book again, Coach. I love my dad. My dad borrowed the book. He's reading it. He said to tell you hello, and he's I know he's been reading the book.
Yeah.
And he said he told me it's very entertaining. So I wanted to pass that along to you.
The best of times with the best of friends and in the best of places. Washington, North Carolina.
Well, I hope we can write one for here.
Yeah, I'd like to write one here.
All right, they're going to switch the fields, obviously, being second quarter.
You know, they're doing the Battle of the Bands tonight. That's why you're hearing so much of it on
that's
both
right.
sides.
So you got Bertie on the far side. Thank you, Charles, I forgot about that. Bertie brought their band, and we have our band. So they're doing now. Bertie's playing in the far sidelines, or they played a few notes. All right, we'll have a 3rd down and 4 coming up. And there's movement on. Looks like that may be. Is that going to be offsides on Bertie? Yes. All right. That's going to move it way down. About the 5-yard line. 5 or 6 yard line, looks like. Down to the 4-yard line, Coach. My goodness. All right.
There's a good crowd here tonight.
Yep. Very good crowd. In fact, hey, Coach, I want to give a shout out. I see in the stands right to our left on the school board now, a guy I think a lot of, there's Doug Baker, doing a great job on our school board. He's to our left right here.
Yeah. I know, Doug.
Maybe we can get him to come on with us, Charles, if you can get him. If we can get Doug Baker right there, the gentleman sitting right here. If you'll ask him right here, yep. But if he'll come on at halftime with us. All right. And we'll move over there. There's Shepard over to the left side. He cuts to the left, cuts back to the right, and touchdown.
He's going to score.
Hold on a minute.
Number 2, Shepard. Running down to the 1-yard line. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 1st down. Let's help them out. Let's help our team out. I'll say let's go. You say Marco. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, 10.5 minutes left to go in the first half. And we're very close to goal line stance here. Just a few yards to go, and a push, and touchdown! Martin County football. We got flags flying after the play. And looks like we thank you, Charles, our great on-set engineer, producer. Our good friend Doug Baker is coming on. We just got confirmation. So Doug Baker is a great guy, and Coach, we'll talk to him at halftime. He's doing an outstanding job. We'll talk about Martin County schools. He's been a good friend and kind of like a mentor. He was talking to me about, I asked him about running before. There's another flag. What in the world? Coach, we're not even on television. And there's flags. There was already a couple flags, and then
Just throw a couple more.
A couple more threw up in there.
Throw a hat or two in there.
There's probably 4 or 5 flags on the field.
A whole lot of laundry out there.
Coach Williams on the road for a basketball weekend. Listen to you guys. Go Martin County, he says, Coach. 10:26 left to go as we're trying to sort this out. I don't know. We got the touchdown, so that would make it 18-6. They haven't put it up on the board just yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our coaches big hand tonight. Our head coach is Sam McGill. And our assistant coaches, Ronald Goode, Al Worsley, Harold Edwards, Frankie Rogers, and
10:26 to go. A deep discussion, Coach, and near the end zone in that far right side of the field. All right.
That's
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Bertie. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Williamston, Martin County. Beg your pardon. Unsportsmanlike against the offset. So basically, that we played a play for nothing. They're doing that, I know, for. Yeah, as we said, Coach Williams, again, is on the road for a basketball. Is that a baseball weekend or a basketball weekend, Coach? A BB weekend. So I listen to you guys. Go Martin County. Thank you, Coach. Okay, they're going to give it a touchdown.
They don't need to lose anybody through ejection.
Exactly.
This game.
We need them because next week, if they're ejected, Coach, they'll miss next week.
Yeah.
So we don't need to have, you're right, Coach. It's never a good time to lose a player, but definitely not the first round of the playoffs. All right. Oh, there it is. Offsides again on Bertie. On that right side of the D line, coach, he jumped about a half second or second before. Would you go for 2, coach?
I'd go for
They're doing the extra point, but all right, well.
It's 1.5 yards.
Yeah, I would go for the 2, but anyway. All right, snap is up, and the kick is up, and it is good. 19 for Martin County football and 6 for the Falcons of Bertie. 10:26 left to go in the first half. If you're just joining us, 19-6. This is technically an away game, even though it's at Riverside High School, because Bertie, their field, unfortunately, was messed up beyond repair.
Yeah.
They've been playing at South Creek this year, coach. So we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. 7:41 Eastern if you're just joining us. What a great game, coach. And if you're going into playoffs, I know that Coach, the late great Coach Perrell, told us to finish strong. You want to have a nice game here at the end of the regular season, because you got next week. You got to get to next week.
You want to plateau in the late stages of the year, and that's we plateaued against Plymouth last game of the year in 2001, and we went on to win with Eastern Finals and state playoffs, and we got beat by Albemarle.
All right, we're getting ready to kick it off. There's the whistle. All right, here we go. Kick is way up in the air. Nice kick. And he's got the 20, the 25. He's got some speed. He's got good wheels. Going on that right side, the away side, and out of bounds. That's the fastest Mitchell Griffin's ever moved in his life at the 42-yard line.
He kicked under that ball.
Oh, my goodness, Coach.
You get a speed rotation.
Mm-hmm.
And
getting the coach, the chain gang tonight. Speaking of Mitchell, it's Mitchell Griffin, Darren Hoggard, Mike Drew, Walter Wheeler, and Wade Griffin. So thank you guys for moving those chains. We've had a lot of good things to talk about so far in this first half. 19-6 for Martin County over the Falcons. Falcons are moving right to left here in the second quarter at the 39-yard line. And the handoff. And we've got a surprise, a flag on the play. Man, there's been a lot of penalties so far in game number 10. Movement against Bertie, Coach.
Let him play. Let him play.
It just really, the thing about it, it really interrupts the flow of the game. And you could call a penalty. I know they talk about holding. You can call a lot of penonies.
You could call a penalty every play.
And that would drive me nuts. I don't know how it is for Coach Robinson, but as someone who's coached, it really messes up the momentum.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got twins to the left, Coach, here for Bertie on that left side of the offensive line. And there's a run. He's going. He's got a lot of room. And he's got finally a touchdown saving tackle. And that is at the 33-yard line. 10 minutes and 3 seconds left to go. In fact, Tavon Lee, the DB, he does a great job on the offensive side of the ball, number 1 for Martin County. So that was a touchdown saving tackle. That kid, as we talk about all the time, Coach and Charles, those guys have speed in Bertie. They've always been good. All right, we've got trips to the left for Bertie. Shotgun formation for the quarterbacks. Snap. Looks like it's going to be a pass. It is, and That's going to be pass interference against Martin County. The ball was not thrown very well, but our guy was way early there. It passed. It was a good call by the officials. I hate to admit that, but that's one that you can't argue with. So that'll be 15 yards, automatic first down. 19-6 is Martin County over Bertie, and that'll move it down to, what is that? Is that 18? About the 18-yard line.
What time y'all start tomorrow?
You talking about football?
Yeah.
It'll be, let's see. Our game is at 12 for the 10U, but there's 4 games tomorrow.
I'll make them come over.
All right. All right. Looks like another surprise, coach. Another penalty.
So you got another penalty on the field here.
It's against face mask. Man, that's 30 yards you're giving up, coach. A pass interference. Now you're giving up a face mask. That's 30 free yards that you're giving to Bertie, to the Falcons.
Wow.
And they're all the way down. That's going to put them down. That's first and goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, first and goal at the 6-yard line. Our great PA announcer, Mike Bennett, keeping me straight here. All right, here we go. And man in motion for Bertie to the left. And hand off the right.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Falcons.
He faked the handoff and kept it. Quarterback kept it.
Quarterback keep there. And so that'll make it 19-12, 9-11 to go. We'll see if they are going to, I imagine they're going for a 2-point conversion here.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to Martin County Football. Friday Night Lights here at the Swamp. Your 50-yard line seat is every week right here. All right. And the pass, the snap, not the pass, was bobbled. 2-point conversion, no good. You can't do that on a play like that. You got to have a great snap. 9-11 left to go in the first half. So it's 19-12. And Coach, we talked about it. When these two teams get together, they're not just going to come here. They're not driving those activity buses here and just roll over for us.
No, not. And
nor would we if we went there.
Yeah, and 80s and 70s, 80s and 90s. Gosh, it was a battle. It was a battle.
Yeah, they had a lot of great. I tell you what, Charles, they're about 12, 15 miles north of us, and they have a lot of talent in Bertie County, and a lot of great battles, as Coach said, over the years. And that's what's awesome about high school football is all these rivalries we have with Washington County, with Plymouth, with us, Tarboro. We talked about
Edenton,
Hosky. I know Pampack. We played them.
We never had a rivalry with Washington and Roanoke Rapids.
Right.
But we had a rivalry with the Edenton, Hosky, Plymouth, Roanoke.
Oh, Northside.
Northside.
How about North Pitt? We've played them. I don't know.
No.
Not really a rivalry, but you played them in non-conference.
Yeah. We played them twice.
There's a kickoff, and there was he's coming over to that right side is Jaquavion Shepard. He kind of fumbled the ball, but he's so quick. He brings it all the way back. About the 25, but hold on everything. That's holding against Martin County. So the 25-yard, it'll be about the 15 where we're starting left to right, by the way, if you're joining us. Coming up at the halftime, we'll have Doug Baker, who is on the school board. He'll be talking about all the great things. And, Coach, I know that he's a huge proponent of sports. And so we wanted to have him on tonight. a great friend of ours, and you see he's here supporting the school, supporting the athletic programs, and
That's awesome.
I heard a lot of good things from Gary Manning when I took Dink
the Shaw's
to
barbecue.
breakfast.
Yeah.
I take him once a week, and the Gary Manning had just things to say about our superintendent.
Dr. Michelle, she is fantastic, and she's doing a lot of great things, including coach the innovative campus, or in the innovative high school, early college. Fantastic. Oh my goodness, another flag. I think, Charles, you need to give the suitcase to the officials.
I know, man.
I'm sorry, Tracy, you'll have to wait on the kitchen remodel. No, I'm kidding. We would love to. I tell you what, I'll help you any way I can, Coach.
I tell you, that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't happen.
What, you coming back or the
no penalty? That wouldn't happen.
Yeah. You just can't be a championship team and be undisciplined. All right, as we're moving along here, and another run up the middle. It was a 1st down and 5, a little less than 9 minutes before halftime.
Got a first down.
First down. This is just, you're right. A great crowd here, Coach.
Yes.
And guess what? It's only going to get bigger, especially the more that this team wins. And you never know, Coach. We may have a game next week here. We'll keep you up to date, and obviously on social media. And we'll let everybody know about the game as soon as we know something. We'll pass it along to you. All right, 8:25 to go as they're moving around that left side. Oh, my goodness, it's a deep run. He cuts back. Is that Shepard? It was Shepard again. My goodness, Coach. He ran that left side. And the thing about Shepard and these kids is their speed is so good that they make it look so easy, and it's not easy what they're doing, Coach.
Another penalty.
Oh, my goodness. Are you serious? Another penalty?
Oh.
Coach and Charles, I love y'all both with all my heart. But this game is at the rate we're going.
We'll be here all night.
Mike Bennett says he's going to take everybody to Waffle House. Take us out to Waffle House. When we get one.
The waffles were yellow. I don't want to see no more.
He said the waffles are yellow, and he doesn't want to see any more yellow, Coach. He doesn't want to go to Waffle House. Well, wherever we can get a late-night place to open up here. I'm running for town commissioner, so we're always looking for more businesses to come to Williamston. All right, man in motion, and a handoff to that right side. And is that to Lee? Tavon Lee has been doing that, or Anthony Killebrew. I tell you what, the penalties tonight have really been the storyline of this game, Coach. We're fortunate to be up 19-12. You'd like to see if we can tack on another touchdown. 2nd down and 15, Coach. 7:44 left in the first half. My dear friends, Coach Harold Robinson and Sir Charles Smith. I tell you what, by the way, Coach, tomorrow night, we've got a huge event. You got okay, Charles has got his mic. Tomorrow night, Coach, we got a huge event downtown that Charles and I are doing. We got a trunk or treat, 5 to 7 for the kids, right behind the stage there at the Main Street Community Stage. That's 5 to 7. We're going to have games for the kids. We've got karaoke DJing. We're going to be playing music, Coach, karaoke. We have a Halloween costume contest. And get this, we have a 50-50 raffle tomorrow night. Half the proceeds are going to the Boys and Girls Club, which I'm a huge fan of.
That's great.
And all that money. So we're trying to raise a lot of money, Coach. And you know how much you talked about the youth, but they've been great to my kids, and I'm trying to give back to them. So let's raise a lot of money tomorrow night.
Have you been to Roy Lilly yet?
Not yet.
Roy,
he's a great guy.
Yeah. Lawrence. Jr.
Lawrence.
Steve
great
Stevenson over the Carol Jones, Dink Mill.
Oh, yeah. Benny Swift.
Yeah.
A lot of great guys for many years have put a lot of time and effort in this community with sports. All right, there's a pass, and it's
He's got him.
Oh, man, I thought he had him there. My goodness, what a throw. Killebrew has got – he's one of the ones, Coach, I tell you about, number 7. He's got some speed on him, too. You got Bass Knight, Lee, Shepard, Killebrew. Quali Bass Knight is quarterback. Third down and 15.
He can throw.
He's got a nice
– first part of the year, he couldn't throw in the Pacific Ocean. But
he's really improved.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see is these kids, if they're so young. Bass Knight is a sophomore too, Coach.
Oh, the loss.
Oh, my goodness.
Back to the 4-yard line.
Back to the 4. There was kind of a little rustle. I thought I was holding my breath there, Mike Bennett, that I thought I was going to see another extracurricular activities. I thought we'd see another unsportsmanlike, but thankfully I was wrong. 4th down and 27. So
this is
dangerous territory.
Achilles tendon for Martin County.
The penalties.
The special teams.
Yeah, special teams. We'll see. This is a really dangerous thing here as the kicker is deep in his end zone. And we'll see the punt. A decent punt. It's going to go, well, it gets a Bertie bounce. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Our guy, he didn't call for fair catch.
No, he didn't.
And he put a hit on that guy, dropped the ball, and there was another Martin County guy there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. That is incredible. Great play, great heads-up play by the punting team of Martin County. I'm looking around. Do you guys see any laundry on the field?
Yeah, I don't see any.
Okay. Wow. Okay, good news there, Coach, is we get the punt, but it's almost like a pass. 38-yard line of Martin County. You got 6:30. That's the spark, maybe, Coach, we needed.
Yep.
We're going to review this play. The previous play is under review. They're going to bring it up to the official up in the booth, Mike Bennett. He's going to make the call. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go.
Twins left and right.
Yep, twins left and right. 2x2. Man in motion. That's
consistent with it.
Oh man, they read that one they snapped the ball. There's 4 Bertie jerseys right there waiting for Shepard. They know that he's the best player on the team, Coach, and they were ready for that.
I tell you, the quarterback is as good as Shepard. Oh,
Bass Knight.
gosh.
The great thing about him, like you said, we can play option because he's fast as lightning too. He's fast, so you gotta keep the defense honest there because you're like,
I'd run the option.
Bass Knight or
Yeah.
Shepard. Which one do you want us to beat you with? Bass Knight or Shepard? 11 or 2. Which one do you? All right, here we go. Back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 14. 5:39 left to go. You got twins on both sides of the line, 2x2, if you will. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! Huge mistake! A huge mistake there.
Almost cost
it. We got it back, didn't we?
Yeah.
The offensive lineman got it there on the left guard. Looks like he got it back. He had the ball in his hand. I don't know. We'll see on that. But what happened is the tailback that was getting that pitch ran before they caught the ball, Coach. So there was nobody there to catch the pitch.
Right.
And it was a fumble. We we did get the 3rd down and 14, Coach, coming up. That was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Instead of having a 3rd down and manageable, you have 3rd down and 14, trips to the right, and back to pass. He's got pressure. He's going to throw it. Oh, man, and intercepted. And he's still going. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness, there's a flag.
Another flag. So it's going to be, there's going to be a hold on them or blocking the back. Blocking the back.
Clip.
Yep, a clip. And that the ball I thought would be going backwards. Oh, they're meeting. Okay. It should be 32. It should be the 42-yard line of Martin County. It was a clip, a block in the back, and yeah, they're moving the ball back.
Still, there's a turnover.
All right, so now, yep, 40. Should the 42, right? Yeah, 42-yard line. Still a turnover, but it's better than we got a little bit of field to work with, Coach. Oh my goodness.
4:17.
They got plenty of time
Yeah.
to score if you're Bertie, and you can tie it. The sad thing is, Coach, now you can tie the game. But we'll see will the defense hold up for Martin County?
Yeah.
It's big time for
This is the time they need.
they need something here.
Yeah, they need to lock this down.
Yeah. All right. This is a big opportunity for the Falcons as they're on the road tonight. 4:17. 38-yard line of Martin County. Man in motion to the right side. Snap. And the handoff is to the left side. He's got some room, more room, and he's all the way down. They started at the 42, and he's down at the 20. Is that 28? Looks like the 38-yard line, Coach of Martin County. 4 minutes even left in this first half. 19-12. Martin County football over Bertie. Falcons, though, moving again. They've got trips to the right, Coach, and a single.
This guy, this receiver with the white.
Yep. Oh, my goodness. He's running. He's around that left side cutback, and he scored. Touchdown, Falcons. It's 19-18, 3:33 to go. He said they had plenty of time. 27 seconds came off the clock. Oh, my goodness. I told you guys, this is what Coach and I talked about. This is going to be a nail biter tonight. These two schools know each other, only 13 miles apart, and a lot of history between these two programs. So we knew that it was not going to be like a cakewalk by any stretch of the imagination for either team. They're going for two to take the lead, Coach. Oh, my goodness. The snap is over his head, and he has to just fall on the ball. That was way over his head, all the way back to about the 22-yard line. My goodness, Coach.
Yeah. You don't want that happening.
That was, wow. 3:33.
Special teams and defense win for you all the time.
Absolutely, Coach. If they can't score, then most likely you can win. You have a good chance to win the game. And we need it. All right, you have 3:33 left in the first half. If you're Coach McGill, what you going to do?
You play it not to lose. And
you're not trying to do anything fancy here.
Yeah, you don't.
You're still up by one. You want to get at least a few first downs to run the clock out, but you don't want to obviously just have 3 and out because then they can get the ball back. So you definitely want to have at least, at the very least, some offense here. I'll tell you one thing. As good as Bass Night is, I would look, if they can get it to about midfield, I'd take a deep shot, Coach.
I would.
Would you?
Yeah.
I'm just saying if they not where they're going to be now. I'm just saying if they can move it up to the 50 or the 40 of Bertie.
This kicker has not been consistent.
All right, line drive kick, the snap, the kick, and a nice return, and they'll have the ball about the 36-yard line. Looks like that will Martin County moving left to right. Your 50-yard line seat with us every week. Coach Harold Robinson, North Carolina High School Athletic Association Hall of Famer. And a Hall of Famer in my book is Sir Charles Smith, too, over to my left. He does a great job looking out for us every week. Our on-site engineer, producer, the Martin County MacGyver coach. He does it all with bubble gum, tape.
Knows it all.
That's what we do.
All right, so we got twins to the left and right. Shotgun formation. They're looking for the play on the sideline. 10 seconds on the play clock left. All right, he's changing the play. 3-2. He keeps it. Bass Knight keeps it, and he's got about 3 or 4 yards. It looks like about 2nd and 7, Coach, coming up. Again, these kids are doing a great job. If we can just keep them healthy. 2nd and 5. He got 5 yards. I beg your pardon. 2nd down and 5 with 2:57 left to go. Handoff. Shepard, he breaks the tackle. And then he's down at the 45-yard line, Coach.
You got it.
All right, we're going to keep it here. 2:43 left in this first half, and it's a penalty against Martin County. Oh, my goodness, all the way back. They're going to have that back to the 33. Second down at 15, Coach. 2:42 left in this one in the first half. Martin County clinging to a 19-18 lead over Bertie as we have twins to the left and right. Shotgun formation. And we have a man motion at right side. Killebrew caught. A nice catch by Killebrew. And he's got the ball at the 42-yard line. All right, 42-yard line, Coach. And we've got 2 minutes to go.
Invert. That's what Bertie did that time.
Okay. All right, we have Bass Knight, and he's got the play. He's coming back in. And delay timeout, Martin County, as the play clock was down to 1 second. They had to call a timeout, Coach.
Invert your free safety. And I didn't see that until Dwayne Callum did it. And I would invert when you say you jet sweep, invert your free safety.
So it's kind of like a plug.
Yeah.
It kind of plugs it.
Yeah.
Okay. 1:41 left to go, Coach, in this timeout. 3rd down and 6 coming up for Martin County. Big play, as has plenty of time on the clock. Obviously, we are pulling hard for Martin County, so we want Martin County. But if you're Bertie, the Falcons, you're looking at it, Coach. If you stop them here, you got a chance to score again and take the lead before halftime. And they get the ball back. They get the ball, I believe, in the third quarter. They deferred, that being Bertie. They won the toss. So they're going to get the ball back. If somehow they could stop Martin County here on 3rd down and 6, they'd have a chance to score and then score again early in the third when they take All right. Surprise, surprise. Another flag. A false start, Coach, again. Another 5-yard penalty. If anybody is playing at home, that's a lot of penalties and a lot of yards. I don't know.
Hidden yard.
Very frustrating. So a 3rd down and 6 should be a 3rd down. Yep, 3rd down and 11, Coach, coming up. So you have a respectable 3rd down and 6, manageable, if you will. Now a 3rd down and long. They're going to say 3rd down and 10, Coach. 1:39 to go. And before halftime, if you're just joining us, Martin County clinging to a lead. There's a shovel pass.
Middle screen.
Oh, my God. Middle screen. He's going. He got the 1st down. And guess who it is? To Quavion Shepherd, Coach. I remember you told me the very early on in that North Pitt game, the first game of the year, you said, give it to number 2. You told me that early in that first game together, way back in the latter part of the summer.
I never ran a middle screen because.
Oh, my goodness. A sack there by Bertie. I was getting ready to say a pass. It looks like he's shaking up, Coach. That was a nasty hit by the defense. Bass Knight is up quickly, though. He took a shot real quick. He's talking to Coach McGill. He gets the play in. 22 seconds on the play clock, so they've got time to do a quick huddle. 46, 45, 44. It's rolling down. And we'll see the play here. 2nd down and 15. Oh, my goodness. He passes, but it looks like the offensive line coach here recently is breaking down for Martin County because there's a lot of penetration by a bunch of Falcons. There was 4 guys in the backfield that didn't have white jerseys on. All right. 14-13. I think they're just going to let the clock run out, Coach.
Yeah.
Here, and we'll take it into halftime with your score as a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. And for some reason, why did they do that? They've got it down to point. Who took a timeout with 0.3 seconds to go? Oh, this game is killing me, Coach. I don't know why you would take a timeout with 0.3 of a second. I don't understand that, but we'll see here as another timeout, Coach. Again, I thought that was the end of the second quarter, the end of the first half, but it's not. We'll have one more play, I guess. 19-18. If you're just joining us, Martin County clinging to a 1-point lead over the Bertie Falcons. And I thought we were going into halftime here, Coach. 0.3 seconds. Somebody
let it run.
Was that Bertie or who called that timeout, Charles? Who called that timeout?
We did.
We did?
I think last one. I think they were trying to do a Hail Mary.
Like a Hail Mary, like they're just trying to do it where Bertie wouldn't have any time, I guess. Okay. It just seems like you would have a little bit more time on there. All right. 0.3 seconds to go. Looks like it's going to be winds to the left and trips to the right, like a Hail Mary, Coach. All right, here we go. The snap. There's a long throw, and it is caught, intercepted. There was a Hail Mary intercepted by Bertie.
All right.
And that's the way it ends for halftime.
I'm going to let you have Doug.
All right.
Baker.
All right, we can do that. Appreciate you, Coach, very much as we get Doug Baker here. 19-18 is the score at halftime, and we want to get Doug Baker. He's walking up to us now. An interesting first half, as we told you, will be a tight game, most definitely. There's Doug. How you doing, buddy? We'll get got the headset there for one of our school board members. We'll have a chance to talk to him. My good friend Doug Baker, how are you, my friend?
Good, David. Yourself?
Good. I wanted to ask you, well, first of all, your thoughts on the game. I know that you're a big sports fan like I am. We're up by 1 point, and I'm putting you on the spot as a school board member, but you've been doing the great things. We'll be talking about that. But what about the game so far?
We're winning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters by 1 point. How are things on the school board? Want to have a chance to talk to you here on our Friday Night Lights, and looking good, 4-5 on the year. We can be 500 now, but how are things with the school system?
They're going great. Couldn't ask for it to be any better.
So do you when people ask you about the school board, do you regret being on the school board, or are you happy about it?
I mean, honestly, it was I did it to serve,
right?
And that's what I'm there for. So,
right.
Yeah, we try to be involved and be out in the community, be around where the people are, and you're there to answer questions.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, as a matter of fact. And I know you and I talked before I decided to run. We got I can't wait for the campaign to be everywhere. It's been a lot, November 7th, but I know you had a successful run. And talk about, I know people have asked me a lot, and I don't have the answers because you're on the board and I'm not. Talk about the move to, which I think was a smart move, to bring both high schools, and we put both schools together. I think it's been a great move so far.
Yeah, as far as for athletics, the thing is when we got to the South Creek end of the county, we didn't have enough to really serve the kids like we needed to when it comes time for sports. We want to make sure every Martin County student has the opportunity to participate in anything they want to participate in.
I tell you what, I'm really happy. Talk about our new superintendent, Dr. Michelle White. She has done a great job.
She is phenomenal, man. You couldn't ask for anybody any better. And it doesn't matter where I go. People ask me, how did y'all pull this one off?
Well, how did you pull it off?
She told the board in the interview, this is where she wants to be.
So it's not like a stepping stone. We've had that.
I really don't think she's looking for a stepping stone. I think she's looking for a place to call home.
And that's really big, as we're talking about the football program being great, but also if we want to keep the school system, not only the school board, but you really need to have a great superintendent to keep things like a lot of momentum. And I'll tell you one thing I'm extremely happy with, as I told you a couple months ago, is I'm really happy with the innovative campus, the innovative early college. And I've already told my kids, I hope they can make it in there, but I've already told them that's what you're doing.
I understand. The early college is, is for a certain student. It's you got to fit, but it's something that nobody else has. But it's also something that not only benefits the kid, but it also benefits the parents. I mean, can you imagine your kid having a 4-year degree and you only having to pay for 2?
Well, that's, I have back to back. I've got 2 that are going to be in college.
Right.
So if I can go ahead and have both of my kids have basically they have a high school education and associates, like you said, and I only have to pay 2 years for both of them. That's really like I get one child free.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. And, and it could be like, some kids that I've talked to that have been able to, start with a year under the belt already. When they get after the 3rd year, they could still have scholarship money, helps pay for your master's degree, those kind of things.
It's great. And I tell you another thing that I like about it is other school systems, and I won't name names because I'm not trying to put them down. I'm really happy. The one thing that sold me on all of this is the fact my kids can still do all the school activities, including like the prom. They can go to play sports. Both of them, as you know, play 3 sports each. So I don't want to take the sports away from them when it's a great deal for the early college. But here, you can do it all.
Yeah. Here we're all one school, basically. We're one school with 3 campuses when it comes to high schools. In the elementary schools, middle schools, they're like they've always been. But we're 3 high schools, but we do everything together, basically.
And it's great because if you have kids or grandkids that are school age and they have a chance, definitely go to early college. What other things are you guys working on, or what is your vision, things that we can do to help you out moving forward with the school system? We
just need to promote the school system. We need for people to understand Martin County Schools is here we're here for your kids. That's why we're here. We're here for the students. If you're not about kids, then then we don't need you. We're here for the kids, and that's what it's all about.
And I actually heard that there are kids that, including on the football team, but there are kids that were at another school, shall we say, and they've come back to Martin County schools because of the early college, the innovative campus. And that, I hate to use the term because it's overused, but that is a game changer.
Yeah. The early college is, it is a game changer. Yeah, we're the only school in Martin County that's got it. Number one. Number two, if Martin Community College doesn't offer it, but Beaufort Community does, we can still offer it to your child when they get to the innovative campus.
Same thing with Edgecombe or Pitt.
Right.
We'll shop around, so to speak. So it's not rigid. It's not just one curricula that they have, like, say, if it's business or whatever, you can actually, your kid can get your high school degree and they can shop around for whatever they want, which is really cool. And it's only several miles away instead of having to drive all the way to Beaufort Community College or Pitt or Edgecombe. No offense to them. They do a great job, exactly. But we can have it all right here with us.
That's exactly right.
Another thing is 8th graders. I remember being in junior high. I would have never imagined in the 80s, which is really cool for these kids. They can take high school classes in the 8th grade. They have 3, and maybe eventually we'll have, I know we have math, we have earth science is one. I know they're working on the earth science. I know they have history with social studies, with world history, and I believe in English.
Yeah. You can start with the 3 credits, about in the 8th grade. But the other thing that people don't realize that we're doing is in the middle school, we're offering the career and technical education as well.
Exactly.
We're introducing the middle school student to different careers. So, I don't know about you, but when I was in middle school, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. Matter of fact, when I was senior in high school, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do, But we're introducing the kids now earlier so they can maybe decide what direction they want to go, and then it'll better help them in the future.
One of the things, Doug, we talked about in the summertime a couple months ago is the fact that in the 90s, after I graduated here in Williamston, was the fact that it was like there was this push, which they had good intentions, I think, but for everybody to go to college. Everybody's not going to college.
Exactly.
And now when you have the baby boomers that are retiring at a rapid pace in every career you can think of, then it's great to see that. I'm really excited about all the kids, welding, the plumbers, electricians, all the stuff that we're doing, because plumbers, electricians, if you ever need them, they're not cheap.
They're not.
And they make a good living.
Yes, they do. And, the thing that you're going to see is before long, you're going to be able to go to Riverside Middle School, and you're going to be able to walk in, and, in the middle of the school, there's this classroom that's got the glass around it. You're going to be able to walk by that classroom, and you're going to be able to look in, and you're going to be able to see students in there learning how to plumb or learning how to do other things.
Wow.
With their hands, the technical type careers. And we're going to be teaching some of that stuff in the middle school. And, when people come in, they'll be able to see what they're doing.
And even if you go to college, even if you're going to college and you take some of these classes, it's good, because I wish that if I could go back in time to learn how to do electricity, be an electrician, the plumber, the welders, all that stuff is great. And it's great if you want, like mine. My house is from 1935. It's great. It's got good bones, but a lot of cosmetic stuff. So it'd be great to be able to know all that stuff. As far as I know, any big decisions coming up with you guys that maybe you need our support from the public on?
Not right now. We're just trying to get the kids educated.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have heard, you would not, I'm not just saying it because you're sitting beside me, teachers, parents, coaches, different parts of the school system, that there's a lot of excitement. It starts, people always talk about the weakest link. It starts at the top.
Yeah.
And when you have a great leader like Dr. Michelle White, I'm not looking for a job, Dr. Not looking for any favors for my kids or anything, but she's doing a great job. And when somebody's doing a great job, I want to give them a shout out. And just like you, I'm really happy that when you know someone and they're on the board, then it makes you feel more comfortable when you have a 5th grader and 4th grader. So I've got a lot of years ahead of me with the school and the school system. And I will say this finally, I'm a product of Martin County schools. And so there are it seems like a hip thing to be anti-public schools, but I tell you what, I told you this back again in our conversation a couple months ago. Since kindergarten, the administrators, support staff, teachers, everyone has been good to me and my kids from the primary school and now E.J. Hayes. I have not had a bad experience. I know people to each his own, but I've had a great experience with Martin County schools.
Yeah, and that's just what we want. We want to give everybody, the parents, the students. We want everybody just to have the best experience possible.
Well, Doug, keep up the great work. I have more respect for you now running for public office. I had no idea what I was getting into, but now that I'm in it to win it. And November 7th, hopefully we can be celebrating. But either way, I'll still serve our great community of Williamston. Thanks for dropping by, and let's get a win tonight. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too.
Appreciate Doug for all he's doing for our great kids in Martin County. As we're about 30 seconds before. I was getting ready to say 30 seconds before halftime, but we're actually getting ready to start the third quarter. And Coach will be back with us in just a second. I'm sure he's politicking, but Doug is doing a fantastic job. I like that guy is he stand up.
Right.
What he tells you, you can count on it. And I like a guy that is transparent. That's what we're trying to do with our campaign.
Oh, yeah.
And he's down to earth. You saw he's not trying to impress anybody. He does a great job on the school board. So anytime somebody's doing a great job, I wanted to highlight him, and I appreciate his friendship for a long time. All right, so that's the end of the halftime. And Sir Charles, you had a chance to watch the game with us. Our great spotter, on-site engineer, MacGyver, you do it all for us. By the way, while we have a chance, let's talk about this. You and I are together tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
You got to come out and see Charles. I'll tell you one thing. He's got a lot of guts for this outfit tomorrow night. I'm just saying he's a real man. You got to come out and see his costume for tomorrow night. It's legendary, folks. I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what. I'm not the only one.
Oh, yeah?
Trust me. Oh, yeah. Your costume is going to be out of sight. I'm tell you what.
You got it. When you do these events, and we've got our Main Street Community Stage tomorrow night, our Halloween event, karaoke, DJing. We have a trunk or treat starting. That'll be at 5:00. So if you want to participate, come on have a great time. And look, we're gonna have carnival games for the kids. I didn't even have a chance to tell you that. We're working on that.
Yep.
You've got prizes for the kids and adults.
Yeah.
We've got prizes for a Halloween costume contest for the kids and for the adults. We'll have two separate ones. Porky's Backyard Barbecue stepped up, and we have gift certificates from them. We've got food. We have, I believe, we have funnel cakes tomorrow night.
Yep. Hot chocolate, coffee.
We got it all. It's gonna be a great time, and
a blast.
Yeah, we're gonna be all shook up. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna be all shook up, I think.
But that's okay. Dave will be there, part of the main event.
I am part of the main event at the Main Street Stage.
That's it.
It's gonna be. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And watch me as I get body slammed by Sir Charles. You kick me off the top rope.
Oh man!
And you know who's going to be there tomorrow night? Well, I'm going to tell him to be there tomorrow night. Will be Dean McCall from Roanoke Therapy Services. I'm going to need a lot of therapy.
Oh man! Yeah, you might after that one.
He's going to body slam me on that concrete, that dance floor.
That's it.
Oh my
Because there's going to be a whole lot of shaking going on.
It is. It's going to be a whole lot of shaking going on. We're going to have a great time. And by the way, I failed to mention one of the most important parts, 50-50 raffle, and the proceeds going to, who is it?
The Boys and Girls Clubs of America.
That's right. The Coastal Plain of North Carolina, our chapter.
Yes.
It'll be going there. And they do a great job for my kids and a lot of great kids in Robertsonville and in Williamston.
Oh, yeah.
So we wanted to do something special for them for sure. So
yeah, absolutely.
All right. As we're back 15-14 is Martin County is getting ready to kick off as Bertie deferred. They won the toss at the beginning of the game.
Yep, here comes Coach. I see him coming up now. Give him here just a moment to get inside here. And
they threw footballs. Coach is trying to catch a football.
That's what it was.
Yeah. I thought you were trying to catch a football, Coach.
We thought that's what you were doing out there, trying to catch that
the sports
football.
club, they just threw a whole bunch of footballs out. I said, Coach is trying to catch a football.
I was talking to the superintendent.
She's amazing. And
Yeah.
and Doug Baker is amazing. We were just talking to him. He's back with his wife, Jan, in the stands. And there he is. Kickoff is deep kick. And the Bertie receiver, the ball, he's running back and all the way back into, let's see, that would be is that the 28?
Yeah.
28-yard line of Bertie. We told you about Coach's book, and we're going to try to we'll talk about that next week. But it looks like our event at Porky's will be November the 11th, and our agents will talk to Coach's agents, and we'll work that out. But Saturday, November the 11th, I think, Coach, is when we're going to have you there. So we'll have enough time to promote it, and that is going to be fantastic. And as long as Charles doesn't eat all the bacon, then we'll be okay, Coach. That breakfast buffet is to die for. All right, we're back in action now. Is a snap. It's a high snap. The pitch to the right side, and it's Killebrew. He's running to his right.
God.
And that is going to be a penalty against. It should be against Martin County. That's against Bertie. Bertie. Okay. All right. So. It is against, I beg your pardon, it is against Bertie. I was looking at I'm going crazy. Forgive me on that, folks. I said the wrong team. I was trying, anyway. Bertie is on offense. My mind went blank there for a second. Unnecessary roughness against Bertie, 15-yard penalty. And Coach just shook his head. His signature shaking his head because that was a terrible penalty. They're not good, but that was one of the silliest penalties to ever do.
That was
a really bad penalty. As you're all the way deep now into your own territory. First and 25, and a little. He's trying to get the move around that right side on the Martin County sidelines. A lot of white jerseys near him. It was first down and 25, so they were trying to just do anything they could to. All right, and that you got about 12 yards, guys?
Yeah. About 12.
Second 13, I think, coming up. Second and 12 coming up. All right, a man in motion to the right, then he cuts back to the left, hand up on the middle. And that's at the 30-yard line. Third down coming up, 11:22 early in the second quarter. The third quarter, rather. Third down and 7, Coach. So that first down and 25 is now a manageable third down and 7. What you calling here, Coach, if you're Bertie?
I'm throwing the football.
Yep, trips to the left. And there's a pass, the number 1, and he's got the first down, I believe. Yeah, they're moving the chains. And at 10:50, the referee, they moved the chains. They got the ball set. That clock started again. All right, Bertie is back at the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're doing more of their version of, I guess, a hurry-up offense. They got twins to the left, a single wide receiver to the right. The handoff right up the middle. Oh, my goodness. There was 2 white jerseys right there like a wall. You're not going anywhere. A little over 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 19-18 as Martin County clinging to a 1-point lead. Yes. All right, second down and 9, Coach. Here we go. You got twins to the left again. That single wide receiver to the right. Back right beside the quarterback. Man in motion for Bertie. Waiting on the snap. There it is. And flag on the play.
Oh, God.
Another flag, Coach. Do we get paid by the flag? If we do, you and I are gonna make a lot of money tonight. It's against Bertie.
Oh, God.
It's just been a long night for us, Coach. I'm glad. You know what I'm glad about? I love you guys a lot, and I get to spend more time with you. That's the one good thing about it. Otherwise, it's been really difficult to get this game, a flow of the game, and your coaching. It's got to drive you nuts, Coach.
It drives you nuts. And let the kid determine the outcome of the game,
Right.
not the official.
Hey, Coach, at halftime, it's 49-0, Tarboro over Washington County. And he's moving to the left side and got a lot of room there.
I tell you, these officials.
Another flag.
These officials work all week long. And they come out here. And I told them, I have spent 5 days
holding against Bertie. You've worked your tail off coaching. How many hours, Coach? We talked about it before. They didn't pay you that much to begin with. The stipend as the head coach for football and athletic director.
$2,700 is what I got for athletic director and football.
And you're working 60, 70 hours a week because of all the film he's looking at.
Study.
And that doesn't include being here.
Right.
All right. Second down and 24. Waiting on the snap and the clap. There it is. And a lot of pressure, and he's going down. That should be an intentional grounding.
I was going to say that has to be. There's no receiver over there.
He's saying he was down. So they're not gonna give him a penalty. They were just saying he's down before he threw the ball, but yeah, he's sacked. But I thought
in the college, you got to be outside of the tackle box.
Yeah. 8:15 to go here in the third quarter. Third down and 24.
That's a nice crowd.
It really is. Guess what, Coach? Another penalty.
Another flag.
It's 8:37, and we're in the third quarter. We might be able to have breakfast early in the morning. Once we get done with the game, we'll just drive to breakfast at Porkins.
Yes.
Leave here and go straight
Hey,
to breakfast.
do you have the pot of coffee on back here,
yes,
Charles?
You're gonna need it.
Coach, you can stay at my house if you want to.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long night. It looks like. It seems like every play there's a penalty, Coach.
Yeah.
Here in the third quarter.
Third and 32.
Third down and 32, Coach. This you're just trying to get what you can and punt the ball. There's a pass. Caught.
Anyway, I'm missing a bunch of this.
It's complete.
Fourth and about 17.
Yeah, they got about half. I was getting ready to say they got about half of it. Fourth, and it was third down and 32, fourth down and 17. But the good thing is, it helps you with that play, helps you pin Martin County deeper than where you would have had him. Fourth down and 17. I'm not talking about Highway 17, right near our campus. Fourth down and 17. I wish I could be 17 again and have Coach back. And we'll take these kids, and I want. Will they let me go back to high school, Coach, and I'll play for you? I'll probably get one play out. You can probably get one play out of me.
Yeah.
I'll be like Rudy. I'll be 50 years old. I'm going back again. Can I get my master's in high school? Can you give me 2 years of eligibility, Coach, or at least one play of eligibility? 6 minutes and 31 seconds still in the third quarter. It's unbelievable how long. I'm looking for the we're not on ESPN, are we, Mike? I don't think we're on ESPN tonight.
No, we're not.
Because I tell you what, it feels like we're on a television game as long as this thing is lasting. All right, 6 minutes and 31 seconds left. Again in the third quarter. And our guys are back at their own about 16. And there's a handoff. Got a few yards there. Yeah, about 3 or 4 yards. Second down and 6 coming up. Killebrew. All right. You got twins to the left, twins to the 2x2. Man in motion, right to left. It looks like it's a pass. Breaks one tackle. He didn't have anything there, Coach. That offensive line, I don't know what's going on with our line tonight. They're breaking down. There was a lot of Falcon jerseys there in the backfield. So he was looking like it was a pass, but he had no time to pass. So he was trying to make lemonade.
That's what he's trying to do.
Lemons out of lemon. Is that, yeah, lemonade.
Yeah,
all right, third down and 8, Coach. You got to be careful here.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
You don't want to pick 6 right here. Tavon Lee in motion. Pass is caught. And that's at the 30. Yeah, it's going to be 4th and short, Coach. 4th and 3. Yeah, they're going to punt this. We saw this before. Coach and I did. With Southside made a huge mistake about the same place. And helped us win the game, come back in that game. And and a bad snap. Man, we got a huge break there. Great punt. Oh, my goodness. Nice recovery by the punter. It was a really bad snap. We down it, and that is going to be down. Let's see. What is that, the 20? 23? 24. Yep. All right, 24-yard line, 4:17 to go. So Bertie's going left to right. If you're just joining us, Martin County up 19-18. Coach, it's
I expect Bertie to bust us wide open.
Really, right here. They're going to take it to the house here. You have a feeling they're going to score here?
Yeah, I think they're going to score. And if Martin County doesn't do anything.
All right, there's a quarterback. He's rolling out. And a pass, and it is incomplete. Nice break up there by... That was a nice play there because that could have been a big reception. All right, and then we have a player now. There's Dean McCall of Roanoke Therapy Services. He volunteers this time. And there's your buddy, Mark Holliday.
Yep, my buddy.
Hey, he told me, he said, my daughter opened the door a couple weeks ago. It was so cold, Coach. It was really chilly. She said, Daddy, it's cold outside. And I know Mr. Mark, he's going to be wearing pants today. Well, he and I were talking, and I was getting ready to kiss her goodnight and tuck her in. And she asked him, she said, you were wearing pants today, won't you? He said, no. She said, you're crazy. And he told me after that, he said, David, he said, it's been snowing and I've worn shorts.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Has he been that? He said he's been that way. You've been around him a long time. He always wears shorts.
I always wear shorts.
Well, I told him he couldn't work at the hospital in Greenville with me because he always wears shorts. We have a dress code.
Yeah.
All right, and we got a player for Martin County walking kind of gingerly back to the Martin County.
Number 44, Gary Peel.
Yeah, Gary Peel, number 44, coach. The nose guard. He's a senior for Martin County. He was shaking up on that play. I mean, he's walking really, really slow. Tight ball game. 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 19-18 as Martin County is up by 1. And we might be able to make it into Saturday morning the way we're going with this game. It's about an hour and a half a quarter. I'm joking, folks. It's really not, but it feels like that. All right, and here's a pass over the middle. Moves over to the left side. He cuts back to the right. And he's tackled at that would be the 42-yard line. Bertie, move those chains, Mitchell Griffin and company. 3:52 left in the third, and you're right, Coach. That was a big play right there for them.
That was a big time.
For Falcon. What a nice pass right to the middle of the field. All right, they're playing that hurry-up offense. They got twins to the left, triplets to the left. Quarterback sneak. And he got a few yards on that.
The quarterback acted like he was on a handoff with the ball, and he missed a handoff.
Okay.
And he kept it.
All right, 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Again, they're playing up the hurry-up offense. Down by a point, 19-18 as they're moving close to midfield now. The snap, handoff, and he cuts back. He bounced out, but that was a mistake as he's tackled back for a loss at a 40, right at the 40-yard line of Bertie. Jordan Matheson there on the tackle. All right, 2:43.
It's third down, David.
Third down and 6. Third down and 7. All right, this is a big play here for Martin County, Coach.
Yes, it is.
Got to get them a stop. That big M on the helmet, you know who you're representing. We'll see what they do here. Snap. It looks like it's going to be a pass. The quarterback rolls to his left, and the pass, and
God.
That was a great play call, Coach.
Yeah.
He had everybody beat. The Falcons, that wide receiver, it was just a little bit short. A little short there, Coach, or that would have been a touchdown. You said they were going to open it up, and if he connects with that wide receiver, my goodness. All right, 2 minutes and 13 seconds left. And let's see, are they going for it?
They're going for it.
They're going for it here. I know it's close to midfield, so they feel like, what do you have to lose? And there's Coach McGill telling them to come up, our defense. All right, and they're getting some pressure. The deep pass, and that is way overthrown. That was not even where close. All right, so the turnover on downs, it'll be 1st and 10. I don't know that play call, I'm not too sure on, Coach, because
I would have called the back flaring out.
They've had success with that tonight, Coach.
Yes, they have.
It seems like they get 4 or 5 yards every clip every time.
And you got the ball in the most dangerous receiver.
He said, Charles said he thought the referee was going to intercept the ball there where he was standing.
He was the only one near it.
He was the only one near it, yeah. All right, Martin County moving right to left is we're 44-yard line at Bertie. Big series here. Shepard, he's moving, he's going, moving up and down to the 28-yard line.
That was a Wildcat.
The Wildcat.
Oh, my God.
Shepard is just incredible, Coach. That Wildcat. They had him in the Wildcat, and imagine that.
But it's against them.
It's against Bertie. But Mike, is there anywhere open like at midnight here? Cookout is. We need somewhere I want breakfast. Some coffee and breakfast. Maybe we could get a place downtown Williamston. Charles, let's open up somewhere downtown where we can have 10 and 11 o'clock at night. You can get breakfast.
We're going to need to look. The way this game's going, we're just going to go straight to breakfast.
We can get Mark Holiday to open Porky.
Yeah, midnight. Hey, we can have a midnight buffet, Coach. Yeah. We definitely could get him open. He'll open it up for you, Coach. In fact, he's hoping.
I was glad to see him honor Frankie Rogers at halftime.
That is really special. How long has he been coaching, Coach? Bass Knight's been keeps it for a few yards.
He's been driving the bus.
He's been here
1994.
He said, I came to see my buddy. And I said, well, Coach, I don't think Coach can make it today. He said, I'm disappointed. He said, I drove here to see my buddy. I said, I'm sorry, Frankie. But you had a book signing that day in Washington. You couldn't make it to us. But we're happy because you sold a lot of books that day. But he was asking about his buddy. He came by to see that day. All right, here's a direct snap. Is that Shepard? Yep. He moves up to the outside to the left. And that should be a first down, I believe. I'm not seeing the guy. They finally are moving the chains. Are we short? No, it's first and goal, yeah. All right, 46 seconds, Coach. It's coming down. You got 10 seconds now left on the play clock. First and goal. Snap, Shepard. It was a low snap. He cuts back in, left, right.
He cuts on the dime.
He is Coach is going to take. I told you, it won't be long. You're going to be down there, and I'd love to see you. They get Coach to say he did some offensive coordinator or call some plays, Coach. And that's going to be the last play, I believe, of the third quarter, Coach. Or it's 10.6 seconds. There's a player. I guess that's a player injury. Why they're calling the timeout?
Yeah.
He's got a guy literally on his knees. I don't know what happened to him. For Bertie, that is. If you're just joining us, it's a really great ball game. You're tuned into the right place. 19-18, 10.6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Coach, we have a chance here. You score here, that would be 25-18. Are you going to go for two, or you say, hey,
you go for
two right here, don't you? Yeah. Okay. This guy's got more knowledge about football than I'll ever hope to have, so that's why I'm leaning on him.
I'll go for two and a direct snap, shotgun.
That Shepard kid, man, and you got Shepard, like
He's
I said,
the real deal.
It's exciting, and like I told you, Coach, we got him for 2 more years. You and I can watch him.
Yep.
If he's not playing somewhere, I know that he's just a sophomore, but the purple and gold need to take a look at him. All right, that's the end of the third quarter, 19-18. It is a tie. It's a tight game, not a tie game, but a tight game here in the Swamp. If you came here tonight, you came to the right place. If not, if you're listening, we got people driving like Coach Williams. He's driving, and he's listening to us while he's driving. So awesome there. And we got other people around listening. And we even have people that listen to archives of us where they can't hear live, so you can hear us on Facebook and the archives or in YouTube on our YouTube channel for the Sports Objective. So make sure you hit the notification bell, and you can, It'll remind you every Friday night. In fact, it looks like, Coach, if we can hold on here, we got a good shit. We're going to go to the playoffs. The question is, we'll be hosting a game or not. It comes down whether we win this game or not.
Yeah.
So if we win this game, most likely we'll have a game next week.
I said that if we win tonight, we'd host next Friday.
Right. And if you didn't know, the High School Athletic Association made a crazy decision. So this game is 1A, and then we go to playoffs, we got to play 2A. I just don't understand that. And
I don't know.
I've been saying that all season long. Even I was telling you preseason before we even had a chance to do that. If anybody could make any kind of sense out of that, I just don't understand that. But all right, here we go. We're moving left to right now in the fourth quarter. And there's Shepard. And he is tackled. Touchdown! Wow. It was Quali Bass Knight recovers that fumble, Coach. I thought that was trouble for us.
I did. They were grabbing the football.
He picks up the ball in the end zone, and he went from a scary moment there to all of a sudden a touchdown. I was like, Mike Bennett about gave me a heart attack there. He woke me up. I was about to fall asleep. I need that coffee, Charles.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, and we're going for the I thought we would go for 2 here because that'd make it a 9-point game, but we're going for the extra point. It's up. Good. All right, well, that'll make it 26-18, so you'd have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie, but there's plenty of football left in this one. And if you're just joining us, that makes it 26-18 on the fumble recovery by Quali Bass Knight. The number 11, the quarterback we were talking about, Coach, another great athlete for this team.
Yeah. I tell you, there's so much speed.
I tell you one thing, like I said, and I'll say this again, if there's anybody listening right now that knows a good up-and-coming coach or a coach that wants to stay here for a long time,
yeah,
you got a lot of talent. And you know what's great about this community is Tiger Town, we used to call it, but this is a sports town.
Yeah.
We support our sports. It doesn't matter what it is.
They travel good.
Yeah.
And,
tell me the record again you had for that playoff game. Was it 5,700? Oh, yeah.
5,100.
5,100 is the record. I don't even know if Mike Bennett knows that. The record for the most people at a game is 5,100. Charles is going to win a bar bet now. All right, we will rock you. My daughter absolutely loves that song by Queen. All right, the kickoff, a nice end over end kick. He has to go all the way back to the 10, 15, 20. He's got wheels. Oh, my, and he cuts back from the right to the left. That's usually not good. 25, 30. He makes something. My goodness, he makes something there. Down to the 37-yard line. Coach, that was a nice end over end kick. He recovers. I thought when he was going east to west, that's usually not good, but he made something out of nothing.
No, it's not good. East and west, north and south.
All right, so they'll start at their own 37-yard line. Will Bertie. So 63 yards to pay dirt. If you're a Falcon fan listening tonight, I imagine that most of the people listening, though, are Martin County Football.Team fans. All right, here we go. 5 seconds before this play is to be snapped. The play clock was at 2. Flea flicker. There's a pass deep.
Wow.
Oh, a catch. And touchdown. Wow. That's actually, Coach, that's my favorite trick play.
Double pass.
Oh, my goodness. And there's a flag. Is that unsportsmanlike, Coach, down in the end zone?
No.
A flag is down there at right there at the pylon, that back part. I don't know what it is.
He may have said something.
Usually like that, it would be this touchdown is good, but they're going to move will they assess it on the kickoff, Coach?
I don't know.
Let's see what
These guys.
I love your honesty, Coach. You can tell he's coached a few games. He's not too happy with. All right, here's the official right here. Touchdown is good. Well, we can't see unsportsmanlike against. It looks like, is that unsportsmanlike against Martin County?
He could have said something.
No, they're bringing it back. It's against them.
It's against a celebration or something there. All the way back. Is that the 15? The 15?
Yeah.
All right, the snap back. There's a lot of pressure. And he throws it and it's picked off.
It's like they can't run it back.
Yeah.
Bertie intercepted out.
All right, so it's 26 to 24. 26 to 24. Martin County, again, clinging to a 2-point lead. It's very early in the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, 26-24. Martin County football team, 11:22 on that clock. And, Coach, I know that you've been through a lot of battles and wars over the years, and you're clinging to a 2-point game. And you look up and you say, oh, it's probably 4 or 5 minutes. You look up and it's 11:22. You said, man. But I tell you one thing right now, you got to give it to Shepherd, don't you?
Yeah.
Put it on his back, ride that train.
You got it, David. I would direct nap.
Because you're eating that clock. The guy gets, even on a bad play, Shepherd gets 3-4 yards, it seems like. He's getting something.
And I would have a stopwatch on the sideline, and I would, you got the 25-second clock.
Right.
2 touchdowns in less than 1 minute.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns in less than 1 minute. That's crazy. 38 seconds, right? Yeah. 2 touchdowns in 38 seconds, Coach. All right, that kick, that's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a penalty. A huge mistake there, as that'll get 15 yards. Why in the world you kick that out of bounds, I don't know. They were looking like they were going for an onside kick, Coach, or to catch our team off guard, but our guy was smart not to even touch that.
They're all sides.
So they didn't even go for the ball being out of bounds?
No.
All right, so we're going to kick this one over. Oh, my goodness. If you're joining us, it's 9:05 Eastern, obviously here in Williamston at Riverside, and we have been on the air 2 hours and 25 minutes, and we barely have, we don't on purpose, we don't have a big pregame show, but we're going to be on the air for a good while, a long time here. All right, Bertie kicking off again. They're going to do the onside. Do they get it?
The bench says like got it.
Martin County touched the ball. And they just got the ball.
And it looks like Bertie did an onside kick, and they got it. All right, well, you got to play defense again, Coach. 11:18 to go. That's all right. You got to stop them right here. You cannot let them score with this. This is such a tight ball game. That can be a momentum swing. It's that close.
Martin County is. I don't want to say anything negative, but
all right, it lined up here. Snap, handoff. He's got a few yards. Another flag. Oh, my Lord. Let me ask you a question, Coach. You coach so many games. Can you report these officials for how many flags are calling?
Yes, you can. You can report them to the booking agent and to Chapel Hill.
Okay. I thought so, but I wanted to make sure with you. Because this is just, regardless of the outcome of the game, it really messes up the flow. Like I said, the flow of the game. If you're playing, coaching, but how about if you're announcing? We're trying to get, there's like a rhythm.
And you can report college coaching. On Sunday, it was my responsibility with Skip to cut out and send them to Gerald Austin.
Okay.
The head of our official.
What in the world? They didn't back him up enough, Coach.
Yeah, I was going to say they didn't back him up enough.
Back it up. First down and 20. Oh, my goodness. A hold there. 11-10 left to go in this game. Martin County clinging to a 2-point lead. And there's a pressure on the quarterback. He's running the 40, 50, cuts back. He's got more. Bad tackling there by Martin County Football.Team. And ladies and gentlemen, they are all the way down.
Quarterback for Bertie takes the ball and runs it up.
Man down. As Bertie is.
Oh, my gosh.
As we told Courtney Williams, the line judge coach, she was very animated with something must have been really bad for that player, because she was extremely animated when she was telling the coaches and the medical responders to come over there quickly. And now you have Dean McCall from Roanoke Therapy Services and Mark Holliday, our medical responder, also over there.
Yeah.
They do a great job. By the way, our chain gang tonight, Eric Manning, Mitchell Griffin, Greg Johnson, and Wade Griffin. And the player for Bertie is up on his own, but he's really hurt.
He's the quarterback.
The quarterback. I'm sorry, the wrong chain gang. Let me give you the updated one. That was from Monday night. Mitchell Griffin, Darren Hoggard, Mike Drew, Walter Wheeler, and Wade Griffin. So the quarterback for Bertie will have to come out, but he's shaking up a little bit. He looks like he'll be okay, but one play he can come back.
Mitchell Griffin, Mr. Aaron Hoggard, Mr. Mike Drew, Mr. Walter Wheeler, and Mr. Wade Griffin. Thank you, gentlemen, for moving those chains.
10:54 left in this contest. And right now, you've got to, if you're Martin County, this is not what you want. Bad tackling on that last play, and the quarterback runs it all the way down.
10 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the ball game.
We got to win this game to host a game for next week. If not, we're going to be like Willie Nelson. We'll be on the road again. All right, they're back to the line of scrimmage. Is Bertie snap, and he's running to the right side. He thought he was going to – is holding. That is coming back. That play is coming back. Holding against Bertie.
You're coaching it,
Coach,
or you're letting it happen.
Coach has got his cell phone. He's getting ready to call the head of officials right now. He said, I was supposed to be home by like 10:15, and the way they're going, it's going to be midnight before I get home. Can you do something with these officials?
Hey, we're just going to hit the Porkies for breakfast.
Yeah.
I could do something if I were on the sideline.
What would you do, Coach?
That's it. We just get on over to Porkies for breakfast.
He's keeping it family G-rated. Tell them they're not going to get paid.
Oh, they got paid.
I'm joking with you, Coach. I don't know what we got going on here. It's holding against Bertie, and now they're deciding where they're going to eat after the game. That's what it is, Mike Bennett. They're deciding where should we eat after the game. Who's open right now?
I used to give him a pizza and rest of the Holiday Inn, and I'd have pizza in the room.
You're like, you're not getting you're gonna be sleeping. Hey, official, you're gonna be sleeping in your car tonight, buddy. I'll say no Holiday Inn for you. 10.5 minutes to go as Bertie snap. It's a direct snap, and he is running. He's got room running to that right side in there. He's running the left side, and he is all the way down into no flag down to the 3-yard line, 4-yard line. All right, 10 minutes to go left in this game, and 2nd down and 1 at the 4. 2nd and goal. And it looks like he's going to go, and he scores. I'll tell you one thing I was going to say, Coach, and I probably shouldn't say it, but it's our show. 9:48 to go as Bertie scores. That makes it 30-26. Our guys look a little tired.
Yeah, they look.
Which is frustrating in game number 10. But they're just not that quick right now. Early in the game, they would have stopped that touchdown. And I don't know. But here we go. All right, they're going for 2. Man in motion. He's going, and he's got it, Coach.
Yeah.
They're up exactly a touchdown, 6 points. 32-26, 9:48. Well, we'll find out what our guys are made of, Coach. They can answer now.
Yes, you're going to find out what this team is made of.
And what do you tell? You're on the sideline right now. What would you tell this team to calm down? They seem to be a little out of whack.
Let's get it together and
do what we do.
We got to throw the football. Hey,
like those short passes.
You got great speed, and you're going to get the ball somewhere in the 10-yard line.
All right.
40,
they did an onside. Would they wouldn't do an onside kick again, would they?
No.
I hope not.
But
well, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I hope so that we will get a good field position. But this time you got to be on it. $9:14 to go. Excuse me, 9:48 to go. All right, here's the return. We got some great speed up to 1st and 10, about the 35. Shepard. All right. We can tie this game with a touchdown, and then you definitely go for the extra point.
Yeah.
Obviously. So we've got to – all right. We see Tavon Lee coming in. Gary Peel is coming back in. I coached at 44, Gary Peeler. He looks like a fullback, like they're trying to get some tough yards, like they have him maybe run some clock. Oh, my goodness, another penalty.
Got another flag. Another flag, Dave.
False start. Does anybody know how many penalties we've had tonight? I'm not trying to be funny. Like, oh my goodness. It's nothing like live radio, or in this case, we're live on social media with Facebook and YouTube, but this is just outrageous. And that's the one thing, a little onside kick like that, Coach.
Yeah.
Gave them that helped them with take the lead, as Martin County's led the whole game until this point. So we'll see how they respond. All right, there's that short pass you're talking about, Coach. Oh man, nice plays. That defensive player for Bertie stepped up and stayed home there, Coach. The pass was to Tavon Lee, but they had the right idea. So just because they got it that time, don't go away from your game plan.
Don't.
You don't need to try to do something. They don't need to panic. There's plenty of time left in this game, Coach.
Yeah. How much time is it? Like
9:05. 9 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter.
Oh.
We're way early in the fourth, and we're only down a score now. So, all right, here we go. Second down and 17. Low snap, pass, almost picked off by Bertie. Oh my goodness, that was way short, Coach.
Yep, way short, and it was almost picked off.
All right, third down and 17. This is a tough situation here. All right, play clock is down to 15. And the Bass Knight quarterback for Martin County looking over to McGill, his coach. Trips to the left. Oh, there's Shepard. He's in the 50, the 40, the 30. Out of bounds. It looks like at the 27. What a play, Coach.
Yep. Great play.
Man, Bass Knight, the Shepherd, great combination, Coach.
Yeah.
That's a shot in the arm you needed.
Yep.
That's why we love, Coach. That's why we love football so much. What a great football game we have tonight.
It's the ultimate team game.
It just feels like a rivalry game as it is. These schools are only 13 miles or so apart. A rich tradition. Both programs have a lot of wins between both schools. And this is what makes Friday night football so special, Coach.
It's Friday night football, and it's the thing.
What else are we going to do here?
I stood up for Friday night football when East Carolina was playing.
Right.
And I said, anyone that recruits a player from my school, you won't get it. And East Carolina was playing, and Charlie Adams, the then executive director, said, Harold, it won't be long before NC State plays Carolina.
Yep. All right, direct snap there, Coach. And they're pushing the offensive line, just basically push there for, is that Shepard? Yeah, a direct snap to Shepard. Hey, Coach, they're listening to you again in your headset because there's that direct snap, and it's working, Coach. He got 5 yards. There was nothing there, and he got 5 yards, Coach. That's how good he is. 8 minutes to go left in this game. Direct snap again. Oh, my goodness. But that time, that's all right. We are down deep in Bertie territory. Third down and about, looks like a yard or two. Third down and 2. Our spotter, Charles Smith, he does it all. The one-man band coach, want to give him a shout-out. He makes it look – speaking of – we talk about Shepherd. How about Charles Smith making it look easy for us?
Charles is the best.
All right, 7 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. We have a third down and short. We'll say they got third down and 3 on the scoreboard.
Right.
Shepherd, he's got it. Yep, he got it. He got it by not much, but our good friend Mike Bennett to my left says, move those chains, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take direction from him. 7 minutes and 19 seconds, and they've got the ball placed, so that clock in high school starts moving again.
Unbalanced right.
Unbalanced to right. Oh, my Lord. Flag on the play again. 5-yard penalty, so it's going to be first down and 15. You know what I told y'all in the first half? I'm glad I like both of you because I'm away from my family even more. And Coach is away from his great wife, Tracy. Tracy, thank you so much for listening. And my mom and dad, I know, are listening and tonight. So I appreciate both of them. My kids normally come to the game, but they're a little tired tonight, Coach. It's been a long week. All right, direct snap. He got it.
He's got leg drive.
He kept that going. Shepherd, again, you always hear that, Coach, the fundamentals of football to keep those legs going.
The drive.
He did not stop, and because he did not stop his legs, he made something out of that one right there. Again, incredible play. And another great thing, Coach, if you're looking at the scoreboard with that clock, we've had a nice time of possession here. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. You got to score here, obviously.
Oh, my gosh.
Offsides on Bertie. But again, Coach, that gives us 5 yards. So it'll be second down and 5. But I have never seen I've been watching high school football since I was a little kid, even before I came here to Williamston. At least 4 decades, maybe a little bit more than that, north of 40 years. And this is the most I've ever seen in a high school football game. All right, the direct snap, and it looks like a touchdown. Shepherd. No, Anthony Killebrew. I beg your pardon. Looks like Anthony Killebrew. Yeah, Anthony Killebrew, Coach. Another great one there.
Yep.
Killebrew, number 7, lucky 7. And boy, did we ever need that one. All right, now you're going for the extra point. You got to go for the extra point here.
And to run the same play.
Are you going for the
Run the same play.
They're going to do the extra point. You want the 2 point?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get the lead. Offside, just like we started. So kick the extra point.
I'd kick it.
Yeah, that way we take the lead. We're going to take the lead here.
But the thing about kicking is,
pray to God he makes it.
Yeah.
Snap. Kick it up, and it's good. That was good for a mile. All right, Martin County, Coach, you and I talked about it before that because you and I both know the history, or more than a lot of people do, about these two programs. 33, Martin County. You got 32, Bertie. 5:55 left to go. I know that in sports, right, and you know it's an instant classic going on right now, and you guys are listening to it right now on the TSO network. You're listening to Martin County football. Incredible game, beautiful weather tonight, and Coach, you talked about it earlier. How about this crowd? You always brag about our crowds. About since you've been here, these people are amazing here from Martin County, and Want to give them a shout out tonight. Another big crowd.
They support their athletic program.
So if you're a coach listening right now, or if you know a coach, tell them there's a great football program in northeastern North Carolina and Williamston, Martin County Football, potential 2A champion in high school football, not college, obviously. All right. There's Bass Knight is coming back out to coach real quick. He wanted to just make sure what they were calling. All right, 20 seconds left on the play clock. Plenty of time to kick this off. Bass Knight is kicking off left to right. A nice kick. Oh, my goodness, and he fumbled it. He's right through the hands of the 10-yard line, and he was still able to get away from him. But he still didn't get much there, but he had him pinned back inside the 10. About the 8 or 9 yard line. He fumbled that ball like twice. Shelton Selby, coach, on the kickoff team. Nice tackle there. And the official tonight for your ball game, Jim Furrow. Gene Porter is umpire. The head linesman is Johnny Joyner. The line judge is Courtney Williams, and the back judge is David Cutler tonight.
First down.
Our chain gang tonight, we'll tell you in just a second as Bertie's getting ready to snap.
Martin on defense.
Martin, and they're going to get a few yards. Late flag, man. Let's see who it's on. It's probably against us. We'll see.
Yeah.
A late hit, I think. Let's see. They're talking about it. We're going to charge them for every call they call. Hey, coach, can you take their pay away from $1 for every? All right, unsportsmanlike against Martin County, as we suspected. That's automatic 15. You have them pinned back. And if Martin County loses this game, you can look at the onside kick and the penalties are the two things that have hurt this team, being Martin County. And Bertie's had a lot of penalties as well. All right, 33-32, 5:25 left in this ball game. Martin County is on defense. Bertie is moving right to left at the 39-yard line, 61 yards to pay dirt. And you got Twins on the left. And the movement, and moving to that right side, about midfield, first down. There was, what I was going to tell you, Coach, I don't know if you saw that. There was movement on the left side of the offensive line for Bertie, but it wasn't a flag. I was like, thank God. Half yard short of the first down. Man, the spot was not a good spot for Bertie. I thought he had it. Oh, they did give it to him. Okay.
Yeah, they got it.
I thought they did. All right, we're at midfield now. They got trips to the left. Snap handoff to the tailback to the right side. Not much there, maybe 2 or 3 yards on that away side for Bertie side of the field. 3 yards, Coach.
Flare to the back.
Second, well, they're going to give him 4.
You run all 3 receivers off and flare you back.
So that third receiver could be where it's like a short pass. There's pressure on the defense. A throw. Oh, my goodness. He just overthrew the wide receiver, or that would have definitely been 6. 4:05 left to go in this ball game. And our very own Martin County Football Team, 33, Bertie, 32. We're here in the press box. I think we've got some coffee ready. We're almost Yeah, a long third down here, 3rd and 6 or 7. Handoff and short. Yeah, he was way short. He got about a yard, maybe at best.
Tripped up by number 8, J.J. Moore.
All right, Coach, you going for it here
You going for it.
because the clock
gotta
is
go.
down to 3:45. You got to. 4th down and 6. All right, 4th down, they're saving 4th down and 7. It's 6 or 7 roughly here. This is a big play for Bertie and for Martin County. 4th down and 7, 3:25 to go in this ball game. Martin County 33, Bertie 32. The pass, and it is no good. Incomplete. Oh my goodness, that was a huge break for Martin County, Coach. Right through his hands. Oh my
I'd run
goodness.
the wedge for him.
I know what Coach is. Look, hey Coach, you got 3:17 to go, 1 point lead.
I'd
Run the
pound
football.
it. Yeah, run the football.
Great day. All right, we got Ric Flair in the background here too. 3 minutes and 17 seconds to go. I will be doing a big woo if we can get a victory tonight because both teams have it's been crazy. 47-yard line, 3:17 to a 5-5 season. All right, there we go. He's got more. He's still going. They should have called a flag right there. Killebrew, they threw Killebrew about. They threw him about 3 yards. I thought, wait a minute. It looks like I don't know why they didn't. Maybe his foot was already down, or knee already down at the 38 of Bertie, but it should be at least at the 35, Coach, or 36. They're 2 or 3 yards. I don't know what's going on here. It should be where the back judge is. You see the coach? No, he should have. He threw our guy. No, the ball should be at that's a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Coach McGill is doing a great job as always. That is totally wrong. Why are they putting the ball all the way back at the?
Well, his knee hit
At 35. 45. All right, 2nd down and 3 is what they're calling it. We'll go with that. I mean, all right, the main thing is that clock is becoming a factor. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. There he goes. He got it that time. All right, 2 minutes and that they stop it for the 1st down. Killebrew with a 1st down, Coach. But like you said, that but just direct snap it and run it. Just keep running. That clock is more important right now, Coach. Yeah, the Wildcat. And we have the athletes to pull it off.
First down, it's Martin.
All right, 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go. And there he goes again, that Wildcat. And he broke the tackle. He gets down to the 33-yard line, does Anthony Killebrew. Wow. All right, 1:59 left to go in this ball game, Coach.
He was trying to tell me why they moved.
Let him run it. Let him run it.
Our very own Mark Holliday the medical responder was trying to let us know what was going on, but we couldn't hear it so loud on the sidelines. I tell you what, I've never wanted instant replay, but these officials have. It's just very frustrating tonight. And I try really hard to restrain to. I know that they have their own jobs and all that, but it's been, it's 9:34 and we're still here. It feels like the officials are not quite sure tonight on things, and that makes me nervous. I like when the officials at least show some confidence.
Yeah.
They're kind of hesitant on some things, and then they're throwing a flag in the second half, especially. It's almost every single play. Second down and 3.
Second down. Put it on the show for Marco.
All right, 1:59. All right, they're going to go bust up through the middle, and oh my goodness, definitely the first down. Move those chains, and coach. Exactly. This is textbook. Exactly what you want.
Yeah.
Hold on to that football.
Hold on to that football. 2 hands.
You don't have to hold it way out of the breadbasket. You have it right there. I told my son Alex that on this very field, coach, he had it and he didn't realize it, but it dropped out of his hand. I said, you've got to hold on that ball when you're running.
Got to hold on.
In his 10U game a few weeks ago, I said, this is the thing you're learning. You're learning the game. You cannot have that ball out. It has to be at your chest. All right. They're running the play clock, coach, as much as they should. And they're just direct snapping it. That's all right. Hey, that's fine. Bertie's going to call a timeout. 1:07 left to go, but second down. I mean, we're deep in Bertie territory. While we have a timeout, remember to go tomorrow morning to Porky's Backyard Barbecue.
Yeah.
They have the breakfast tomorrow, 7 to 10:30. Our good friend Mark Holiday, he does it all. They've got, and I will tell you something right now. Tracy, you need to bring Tracy over on Sunday afternoon for lunch. They got a buffet to die for, coach. They got ribs. They got barbecue chicken, the fried chicken. They've got meatloaf on Sundays. It's the best meatloaf I've ever had in my life. All kinds of vegetables, mashed potatoes with gravy. They've got the mac and cheese.
Got that on Sunday.
Sunday is a great day if you want to take Tracy to a great lunch. You'll have a great time. It's
what time does it start?
It starts at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
11 o'clock for the buffet on Sundays. And it's all day long. So 11 to 7 from open to close. All right, here we go. Second down and 10. 1:07 to go in this contest. 33 to 32, Martin County. Quarterback keeper to the left side. He's got some room. He's going. And touchdown, Martin County.
Touchdown.
Quality Bass Night.
Number 11, Quality Bass Night.
Bass Night with a quarterback keep. He goes around the left side, coach, and scores. That's a backbreaker right there. Exactly what you called it. You called it, coach. So that's 39 to 32. This extra point is crucial right here. You need the extra point. Now, if they can get this extra point, that makes it 40 to 32. 8 points with 57.8 seconds. Let's see if they get it. Waiting for the snap. Snap is up. Oh, my goodness. And another surprise.
Yeah, another flag.
Another flag for Mike Bennett. He loves it. This flag is brought to you by Mike Bennett's Lawn Service.
I think I'm going to buy the yellow shirt with a smiling face.
Okay. Buy him something. Buy him a pizza like Coach used to do. Do something. This is
There's the flag on the plane.
I'm telling you, we're going to sponsor next year for every penalty because they'll get a great deal, especially if these officials here. 2nd down and 10. They got it. They got the 2-point conversion, Coach. The penalty was on Bertie. They were right there at the goal line, and they just pushed their way right in. That's the ball game right there, folks, because it's 41-32. That's a 9-point deficit for Bertie. Yep. Even if they score and they get the 2-point conversion, they will still be down a point. That is amazing. Wow, what a game tonight here in the Swamp. The house that Harold built, 1987. Yep. I'm going to tell you something. This guy right here, I don't know if Mike Bennett and the guys know, this guy right here to my right can do a pep rally better than anybody. I'll put my money on Coach. The pep rally on Fridays, and we liked it because we got out of class. But we had the pep rally. Coach had us fired up, ready to go. You have like we had a bonfire out there near where the band practices. We'd have that. The atmosphere, we had like the buttons that we put on to beat whatever team. It's just the atmosphere here, and to see the crowd here tonight, and they stayed the whole game, Coach. And I always tell people, I say, if you're in a small town, what else are you doing on a Friday night? I mean,
where else would you want to be?
Yeah, where else would you want to be? I want to be at the football game.
Yeah.
57.8 seconds says now the referee blows the whistle, and we're getting ready to have the kickoff, and he kicks it, the sweep kick, and he's got to stop him right here. He's moving to the left, and he fumbles. I think his knee was down anyway. They're going to say his knee was down at around the 35. He was already – oh, my goodness. Well, like I said right here, you're down 9. What do you do, Coach, here if you're down 9? You've got a quick score. A
Hail Mary.
Yeah. Quick score and onside kick?
Well, quick score, shuttle, quick play to get it down to
he's nice pass, and he's going to go, and he keeps going. Get out of bounds. 40.6 seconds to go. 41 for Martin County Football. 32 for Bertie. If you're not here tonight, you missed an instant classic. We're in the press box. We're on the edge of our seats.
Oh yeah, you gotta keep everything in front of you.
Yeah. All right, 40.6 seconds to go. You got basically everybody is a wide receiver right now for Bertie. All right, here's the snap. And a quarterback, he's running. He's got daylight. And he gets the first down. 39 of Martin County. The quarterback, the draw looked like their coach. First down and 10. But that clock is all the way down. Timeout, Bertie. But they lost, Coach. They lost about 7 seconds on the clock there. It was 30, and now it's 23.6. They should have called a timeout quicker, but
or they should have downed it.
Yeah, spike it, because really you're playing 4-down territory anyway. Exactly. But I mean, it literally that 7 seconds. People don't realize 7 seconds is an eternity.
Big.
And you know, as coach, clock management is huge.
Yeah, clock management is. We at East Carolina, we had one coach in charge of clock management.
What about high school? Did you have anybody? Was it you?
No, we were operating from the sidelines, and
All right. Again, you got trips to the right. single receiver to the left. And there's a pass, a deep pass. And they're going to throw a flag right there. I can't believe that. That wasn't a catchable ball to start with. And I didn't see a lot of, and I know I'm biased because, I mean, they got to call a flag, I guess. Nobody touched him.
Oh, another one. What? He just threw another flag.
They're going to keep him in the mouth shut.
He just threw another flag. I guarantee you some sports is what they're going to say.
I'll tell you one thing. If I were McGill, this group would never, ever be on this field again. One of the worst officiating crews that I've seen as a fan and now an announcer.
Well, David, you want the kids to decide, determine the outcome of the game.
Right.
And
so now it's 41-32, 16.7 seconds, and you got it all the way down inside the 10. Half the distance of the goal. That's at the 3 or 4 yard line, I think. That's where they're going to mark it.
I mean, you cannot do that.
This is again. If I'm McGill, I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna tell that guy, we're not ever taking them again. And that's how you send the message to these officials, not to call a flag on every play. That was not pass interference. And I understand we can sit up here and say the players, shouldn't say anything, but they have the game won and they're trying to give them the game. All right, here we go. First down and 10. The snap. Under pressure and intercepted.
Intercepted.
Well, that's exactly that's justice right there. The football gods looked after for Martin County because terrible officiating, and then you get the unsportsmanlike because of the terrible officiating. And is that another flag? Well, it doesn't matter now. You can down the ball. You can do it if you want to. It doesn't matter. Hey, Mike. Their wives must be mad at them because they want to stay here so long. 9.9 seconds to go.
I'm gonna get out of here, David.
Okay. What are we doing here?
Makes no sense. Put the ball down. Let's get this one done. Come on.
It's a victory for.
On the 3 yard line.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Victory, Martin County football.
So we'll be here next week.
Next Friday night. All right.
Martin County 41, 13-32.
Thanks to Coach Harold Robinson. Appreciate him so much for all he does for us. Let's see. All right, and Coach is out of here. Coach has left the building. Is we'll get Charles. We'll talk about here in the post-game show. Porky's Backyard Barbecue post-game show. Oh, my goodness. Let's see.
Good.
All right. Thank you, Coach, very much. Coach Harold Robinson, great job as he drives Highway 17 south back to Washington. Great wife, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy, so much. A lot of people listening tonight. Thank you. Thank you. One of the biggest crowds we've had all year. Big win tonight for Martin County football. Can you give them a shout out? 41-32.
Wow.
And the Falcons, you feel bad for the Falcons if you're it's 5-5 for us, and they played their hearts out. You got to give them credit.
Oh, I do.
It was a great football game, and you see them with their heads down, and I know they just
tried.
lost a football game, but man, that was a great football game.
Yeah, they have nothing to hold their heads down on.
I just saw some of our fans. There's a guy that's doing back flips. There's kids that are doing back flips on the field.
Man.
Hey, if I can't do that because we don't have a hospital, so I can't do that. But when we get a hospital again, I might try it.
You might want to leave that one alone.
Okay,
Dave.
all right.
Yeah, just leave that one alone.
Poor Charles is like, no,
just leave that
do that.
alone.
All right, big game. We're 5-5. We're going to be. We don't know who we're playing yet. We definitely will host next week. So we'll be back here next week. By the way, want to remind everybody that we have a huge event. Let's talk about that before we get out of here and we'll sign off. But Charles, tomorrow night, starting at 5:00, tell everybody what's going on.
Man, first off, right there at the stage in downtown Williamston, from 5 to 7, we're doing a trunk or treat for the kids.
Right.
And it's just going to be an amazing
Mike Bennett is
time.
giving a whole bunch of candy tomorrow night. He's coming out. He don't know it yet. But Mike Bennett will be there signing autographs.
Yes, it's Mike Bennett playing Mike Bennett.
Yeah. He's coming as Mike Bennett tomorrow night. That's his costume. But he's got a lot of candy. He's coming out tomorrow night between 5 and 7. If you've always wanted to meet Mike Bennett, you'll get a chance to meet him tomorrow night at the stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then right after that, from 7 until 10 or 11,
we got the karaoke.
Got the DJing and karaoke.
Right. And we have a Halloween costume contest for the kids and for adults. We're giving away gift certificates from Porky's Backyard Barbecue and a 50-50 raffle. Half of the money, of course, will go to one lucky person, but the other half will go to Boys and Girls Club, the Coastal Plain chapter of Boys and Girls Club. They do a lot for my great kids, Alex and Mackenzie, but a lot of kids in Robertsonville, Williamston, and the local chapters, if you will.
That's awesome.
And so we're going to give money. We want to raise a lot of money for Boys and Girls Club.
That definitely. They do so much good for the community and just all over. They really are an inspiration to everybody.
Well, that's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to take pictures.
Yeah.
So you'll get to see on social media what our costumes are.
Look,
that's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, man.
I will tell you what.
Look, if you ever wanted to meet Dashing Diamond Dave, come on out. You got to come out tomorrow night.
We're going to have meet and greet opportunities.
There you go.
That's great. 41-32 is the final. 5-5 on the year as Martin County will go and a nice little win streak there as they go in next week into the playoffs again. If you did not know, we were playing 1A for the regular season. It makes no sense. And then we're going to 2A. But that's another show, as they say. But I want you guys to go out and make sure you get up early. Go to Porky's Backyard Barbecue as they sponsor our post-game show. All smiles here at the Swamp, 41-32. For all my great crew here with Charles, of course, the North Carolina High School Athletic Association Hall of Famer Harold Robinson. I'm Dave Richmond, repeating the score for the final time. Martin County 41, Bertie 32. And you heard it all here on the TSO Network. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Martin County Football on the Sports Objective. Tune in all season long as Dave Richmond and Coach Harold Robinson bring you all the action. Listen to the archive of tonight's game on YouTube, Facebook, and most places podcasts are found. Follow us on social media at the Sports OBJ on X, at the Sports Objective on Instagram and TikTok. Like and follow our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join us next Friday night for more Martin County football right here on the Sports Objective.